Okay, let's start this activity, this virtual activity in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, DepEd. Good morning, Region 6. Good morning, Western Visayas. The Department of Education, in its aim to continuously improve the delivery of quality and relevant basic education to all Filipino learners, despite the health emergency that we are facing today, provides tools that promote a culture of collaboration and communication and improve performance tasks. With this, the Department of Education, through the Office of the Undersecretary for Administration, under the leadership of USEC Alain B. Pascua, provides employees, teachers, and students with access to 21st century tools that support education and its delivery. The issuance of OUA Memorandum 00-0521-0085 on the distribution of Microsoft accounts directs all offices in all governance levels of DepEd to use the Microsoft Teams as the official platform of communication for online activities beginning May 2021. All the schools division offices and the regional office are directed to ensure the complete distribution of ICTS issued Microsoft Office 365 accounts to teaching and non-teaching personnel and learners. In line with this directive from the DepEd Central Office, we are having this morning the virtual orientation of school ICT coordinators on the Microsoft Office 365 learner accounts distribution with the expert from the Microsoft Philippines who will be formally introduced later. To officially start our activity this morning, may I invite your attention on screen for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem to be followed by the opening prayer and the singing of the regional hymn.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiging sikat nalan, alam ng puso sa likid mo'y buhay. Upang hinilang, tuyagan ng magiting, sa manlulubing, pinapasisigil, mananalang tulog sa simulan sa langit ng pagkaw, ay nilatang tulakaw, sa pagkayang minamahal, nais lang ang matawad mo'y nabuhay na naghihingi, ang ituwid na karoon na kailan, ang kanilang hihindi, tumatang araw ng walang pagsingka, buhay langit sa piling mo, ang bigaya ng pagkay pag-amin, ang pamatay ng langit sa'yo.
A little boy of 13 was on his way to school. He heard a crowd of people laughing and he went to take a look. Thousands were listening to the stories of one man. He spoke with such wisdom, even the kids could understand. The hours passed so quickly, the day turned into night. Everyone was hungry, but there was no food in sight. The boy looked in his lunchbox at the little that he had. He wasn't sure what good it'd do. There were thousands to be fed, but he saw the twinkling eyes of Jesus, the kindness in his smile. And the boy cried out with the trust of a child. He said, take my 5 loaves and 2 fishes, do with it as you will. I surrender. Take my fears, my inhibitions, all my burdens, my ambitions. You can use it all to feed them all. I often think about that boy when I'm feeling small, and I worry that the work I do means nothing at all. But every single tear I cry is a diamond in his hand. And every door that slams in my face, I will offer up in prayer. So I'll give you every breath that I have. Oh, you can work miracles. All you need is my amen. So take my 5 loaves and 2 fishes, do with it as you will. I surrender. Take my fears, my inhibitions, all my burdens, my ambitions. You can use it all. Hope is not too small. I trust in you. I trust in you. So take my 5 loaves and 2 fishes, do with it as you will. I surrender. Take my fears, my inhibitions, all my burdens, my ambitions. You can use it all. No gift is too small.
Under the western Visayan blue skies, the cradle of hope for the young ones lies. Sows the seed of love and zest for life, with real vision of beacon light. Keep the song alive in our hearts, song of the great western Visayas, echoing the love and pride of years gone by. The region's banner proudly held high. Western Visayas, home of champions, seed of lofty dreams and wisdom, treasure trove of knowledge and devotion to greatness beyond all games before. Onward we march to the region's glory, working towards excellence and quality, never to quit, never to falter. Hand in hand we thrive together. Western Visayas.
At this juncture, let us have the checking of attendance. As per Regional Memorandum number 309, series of 2021, dated June 15, 2021. This activity this morning is intended to be participated by all elementary, secondary, and integrated school ICT coordinators and division IT officers. Since we are expecting more than 4,000 participants in the field, so I just would like to request our division IT officers to please open your camera and unmute your microphone once your name and your school's division office is called. Kindly acknowledge the number of participants from your school's division, and after acknowledging your participants, you are going to say your division tagline para naman po marinig ng ating invited guest ngayong umaga. So I hope my instructions are clear to all our division IT officers. So kayo lang po mag-acknowledge ng inyong mga participants, no? You separate the elementary participants from the secondary and integrated schools. Then after that, you're going to say your division tagline. So I hope we are all ready. So let's start the ball rolling with the school's division of Aklan with the division IT officer, Miss Florabel Hamero. Ma'am Flor?
Good morning, and the expected participants from the Division of Aklan are the following. From the elementary level, we have 319. From the junior high school, we have 92. And from the senior high school, we have 89, total of 500. But I am hoping for those schools who are located in the remote areas, they are trying their best to be connected on this orientation. And until this very moment, hindi ko pa sir makita ang total numbers ang naka-join. But recently, gin-update ko lang ang ako mga district ICT. Most of the school ICT are already connected. And of course, for our tagline, Aklan maabanti ta, Aklan masulong ta, feel alive, feel Aklan, hala bira, bira Aklan. Good morning from DepEd Division of Aklan.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Florabel. Hala bira Aklan. So we are expecting more than 500 participants from SDO Aklan. Okay, next we have the Schools Division of Antique with the Division IT Officer, Mr. Jonifer P. Alolod. Sir June.
Good morning all. Good morning, DepEd Region 6 and our Microsoft trainers and participants of this activity. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. From Schools Division of Antique, we have 480 schools ICT coordinator in elementary, and we have also 54 schools ICT coordinator in secondary schools, and 4 schools ICT coordinator in our integrated school. From SDO Antique, with the leadership with our schools division superintendent, Ma'am Felisa Beberyong, and our schools assistant superintendent, Ma'am Corazon Sitingson, with our tagline, edukasyon agad ang handom ng batang Antikenyo maago. Ruhay Antique!
Yan, thank you very much, Sir Jonifer Alolod, our Division IT Officer from the Schools Division of Antique. Moving on with the Schools Division of Bacolod City with the Division IT Officer, Mr. Jose V. Dayot V. Sir John Dayot, good morning. Sir John, are you with us?
Nakamute si Sir Jun.
Nakamute. Sir June.
Hello, sir. Good morning, everyone.
Ayan, we can hear you na.
Sir,
go, sir. Proceed. We can hear you, Sir June. Kindly proceed now.
good morning, Sir Leo. Thank you very much. Good morning, Microsoft. Good morning, Region 6.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Microsoft, for inviting Division of Bacolod City. Microsoft is really a big help for our division.
Okay. Sir, how many expected participants do we have from Bacolod?
Sir Leo, we have 70 schools attending this live distribution of Microsoft account. All schools are attending this Microsoft activity.
Yan. Sige, Sir June. Thank you very much. And now let's proceed to the schools division of Bago City with our division IT officer, Sir Ronnie C. Gilang Jr. Hilang Jr. Do I pronounce it correctly, Sir Ron? Sir Ronnie?
He's trying to connect, sir, but
Okay, trying to connect our Bago City IT officer. Okay, let's proceed to the next schools division, the schools division of Cadiz City. We have our division IT officer, Enric Van Discalsota, but he's represented in this virtual room by Sir Ileri Serbo. Sir Ileri, are you with us? Ayan, parang wala pa yata si Sir Serbo. Sir Noel, okay, let's proceed to the schools division of Capiz, represented by our division IT officer, ang guwapo, Sir Emmanuel Tawi Lati. Sir Tawi, good morning.
Sir Ray, good morning. Daw mapawa gid ang adlaw subong. Good morning to our regional director, Dr. Ramir Barberan Oitico, to our regional ITO, Sir Noel Narida, to Ma'am Susan and Sir Yunirico Barredo of the Human Resource Development Division, to our Microsoft representative. Hindi ko pa i-mention ang ngalan niya, kay introduce na later. To all the schools ICT coordinator of DepEd Region 6, and to all my fellow information technology officers, good morning. For the schools division of Capiz, there are 251 elementary participants and 29 secondary participants, for a total of 280 participants, or nearly 60% of the total number of schools. The reason for this, nga man wala kami naka 100%, is that there are municipalities in our province, or Leo, that are currently experiencing power interruption. So with this, my dear participants, from the captivating Capiz, this is your ITO, Sir Tawe Lati. Good morning, everyone.
Thank you very much, Sir Tawe. We have 280 plus participants from SDO Capiz, the captivating Capiz. Moving on to the division of Escalante City with the division IT officer, Sir Clint Cinco. Sir Clint, good morning.
Sir, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, my division ITOs, school ICT
Sir,
coordinator.
we cannot see your face, sir. Kindly open your camera.
Yes, sir.
Ayan.
Okay, good morning to my co-ITOs, to facilitators, school ICT coordinators. For the division of Escalante, since we are a small division, but we are expecting 100% of schools, 41 schools. We are expecting more or less 50 participants, sir. So our secondary schools have 2 ICT for junior high and senior high. We are expecting 50, more or less 50 participants, sir. Then our tagline is edukasyon para sa kabataan. Escalante, Yutang Bulahan. Thank you.
Escalante, Yutang Bulahan. Madamo gid nga salamat, Sir Clint Cinco.
Yes,
And now, let's proceed to the schools division of Guimaras. Guimaras. Ayan, the land with the sweetest mangoes. Represented by Division IT Officer, Sir David G. Galion. Sir David, morning.
Yes, good morning to all. Good morning to our facilitators from the region office and our um, invited speaker, Sir Christian. For Schools Division of Guimaras, we're expecting 114 ICT coordinators with 97 elementary schools ICT coordinators and 17 secondary ICT coordinators. So far, as of now, as I have checked, there are more or less 88 participants present. We would like to say thank you to all, and together with, in behalf of our Schools District Superintendent, Ma'am Roslyn J. Palcat, ED CESU 6, and our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Nordy D. Siason Jr., ED CESU 6. Now, for our tagline is Stronger SDO Guimaras, Padayon Guimaras non. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you very much, Sir David. Padayon Guimarasnon. I hope, Sir David, that other participants can make it this morning, no? Parang medyo konti lang yung mga naka-hook in sa atin from the SDO Guimaras. So,
yes, sir.
Yes, Sir David, thank you for that.
Thank you, sir.
Sige po. And now, let's proceed to the Schools Division of Himamaylan City with their IT officer, Sir Christian Burnley-Buon. Sir Christian, good morning.
Good morning, Sir Leo. Good morning, Sir Noel. And good morning to Sir Christian. And all the ICT coordinators of all of Region 6.
Sir, we cannot see your face, Sir Christian.
Sir Leo.
Ayan. Sige.
Okay, sir.
Go on, sir.
So,
yes, sir.
So in the Schools Division of Himamaylan City, we are expecting 85 school ICT coordinators to join. Some are not able to connect yet because of connectivity, but we have 44 elementary schools and 10 secondary schools. In Himamaylan City, we run, respond, unfold, and nurture.
Yan. Thank you, Sir Christian. Run, Himamaylan. Yan. So we are expecting 85 plus participants from SDO Himamaylan. Moving on to the Schools Division of Iloilo with Sir Geoffrey Soriano, the Division IT Officer. Sir Geoffrey.
Good morning. Sir Leo.
Very large division so far, Western Visayas. Yes, Sir Geoffrey, we can hear you.
Great. Thank you, Sir Leo. To our director, Dr. Ramir Oitico, to our Rito, Sir Noel Donel Narida, to Ma'am Susan, Sir Leo, and to the Schools Division Superintendent of Iloilo, Dr. Roel F. Bermeo, to the two Assistant Schools Division Superintendents, Sir Adonis Mosquera and Sir Ferdinand S.C., to my fellow Division IT officers, to our beloved school ICT coordinators. We are greatly that we are here today for this orientation. And for the Schools Division of Iloilo, we have from elementary we have 922 schools. For secondary, we have expecting to have 179 schools, and for the integrated, we have 68 schools with a total of 1,169 schools. And here in Iloilo, where every school ICT coordinator is a champion, and we in Iloilo, permi lang naga, Boilo, Iloilo.
Yan, Boilo. Iloilo. Thank you very much, Sir Geoffrey Soriano. And we are expecting, can you imagine, we are expecting almost 1,200 participants from the division of Iloilo. Moving on to the Schools Division of Iloilo City with Sir Nero Tarobalies, our Division IT Officer. Sir Nilo, good morning.
Hello, good morning everyone. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Sir Barados, Sir Christian, Sir Noel, and the rest of the ASTIGs of the Region 6, the ICT officers, the ITO. From the schools division of Iloilo City, we are expecting more or less 66. Right now, under my monitoring, we are now well represented, the 66 schools in the schools division of Iloilo City. We are 100% in attendance. So from Iloilo City, Dakbanwang, Iloilo, Bugalco, Bato, Iloilo.
Yes, Bato, Iloilo City with Sir Nero Taroballes, no, our division IT officer, with 100% attendance, no, in the list, 66 schools. Now, let's proceed to the division of Kabangkalan City with Sir Archibald Payugao, the division IT officer. Sir Archie.
Mayong adlaw sa tanan, mayong adlaw Sir Leo, Sir Noel, Sir Christian.
Morning, sir.
CEO Kabangkalan City, we're expecting 89 attendees, and currently there are 75 schools ICT coordinators who are present. So in behalf of our SDS, Ma'am Portia Malorca, and our ASDS, Ma'am Nelly Garote, Hugpong Kabangkalanon, progreso sa edukasyon padayon para sa mga champion.
Yes, Hugpong Kabangkalanon with Sir Archie Payugao, the division IT officer. So we are expecting 89 plus attendees in this virtual activity this morning. Thank you very much, Sir Archie. Moving on to the division of La Carlota City with Sir Jeffrey R. Castel Jr. Yan, Sir Jeffrey. Is Sir Jeffrey Castel with us? Okay, so parang... Ayan, sige Sir Jeffrey, ayan, I can see you now.
Good morning, Sir Leo. Good morning, Sir Noel. So, yeah, the leadership of our and our assistant and six video officers or expected attendance of the city. 35 designated coordinator, but we're expecting 29 students to attend. As of now, we have 21 participants for the virtual presentation, sir. Thank you, sir. Let's go, Carlota, sir. Morning.
Sige, thank you very much, Sir Jeffrey Castel, no? I hope that other participants can make it, Sir Jeffrey, no? Parang hindi pa halos siguro lahat naka-hook in sa atin ngayong umaga. So, sige, thank you very much, Sir Jeff. And now, let's proceed to the Schools Division of Negros Occidental, second to Iloilo, in terms of population. In this virtual meeting, we have our Division IT Officer, Sir Ariel Baliega, is represented by Sir Tom Jackie Blancaflor. Sir Tom, are you with us?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Sir Tom.
Thank you. In behalf of Sir Ariel Baliega, our ITO in Negros Occidental, we are expecting 499 elementaries and 102 secondaries. As of now, we have 386 participants and counting because ang iban medyo nakabulayan pa sa ilang connection because sa far flung areas naman. So and still nag-add pa man as of today. So our tagline is Negros Occidental, home of sweet surprises.
Wow, yes, Negros Occidental, the home of sweet surprises. Thank you very much, Sir Tom. And we are expecting 400 plus participants from the SDO of Negros Occidental. Okay, and of course, we have the Schools Division of Pasig City with our Division IT Officer, No, ito siguro yung the singing icon of IT officer, Sir Meljon C. De La Cruz. Sir Mel?
Hi, sir. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Sir Leo, good morning. Good morning,
Morning,
Sir Noel.
sir.
To Sir Christian from Microsoft, no? And to all ICT coordinators of Region 6, no? In terms of participants, sa check, so 38 pa lang, sir, ang amon nakasulod. And we are expecting 46, pero 38 pa lang. Kaya ang iban, syempre for lang, nagapangita pa sa signal. Pero they promise nga ma-connected sila. Right?
Yes.
So in behalf of our SDS, Dr. Jesse M. Gomez, CESO 5, CESO, CO5, and ASDS Dr. Ernesto Cervillon, CESO 6, basta pasinhon, matutom, gani, kampyon. Ang resulta, may katawhayan kag kalipayan sa amon mga eskwelahan.
Wow, thank you very much, Sir Meljon. Basta pasinhon, kampiyon, kag matutom. Thank you very much. So we have 38 participants out of 46 expected participants. So dali na lang, mga pila na lang sila. 8 participants. We are waiting for 8 participants from Pasig City. And now let's proceed. Another guwaping, no? From the division of Rojas City, the IT officer, Sir Fritz Wele. Good morning, Sir Fritz.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
Good morning, Sir Leo, and to Sir Noel. With me is the 60 school ICT focal personnel of our 50 strong and innovative schools consists of 27 elementary school, 9 secondary school, and 14 integrated school. And in behalf of our schools division superintendent, Dr. Feliciano C. Buenafed Jr., CESO 6, and Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Rogelio P. Amador, we lead and believe on this tagline that in Rojas City, we excel as one. So thank you, everyone, and God bless.
Thank you very much, Sir Fritz Wele. Rojas City, we excel as one. So we are expecting 50 plus participants from Rojas City Division. And now, syempre kung may gwaping, may gwapa man sa aton ng mga IT officers. So we have the division of Sagay City with the division IT officer, Ma'am Jonah Oypico. Ma'am Jonah, good morning. Ma'am Jonah, are you with us? Parang wala pa yata si Ma'am Jonah. Okay, let's proceed to the next division, the schools division of San Carlos City with our division IT officer designated information technology officer, Sir GB Requeron. Sir G? Oy, Ma'am Jonah is here already.
Si Ma'am Jonah.
O sige, babalikan natin mamaya si Ma'am Jonah. O Ma'am Jonah, ikaw na. Balik tayo kay Ma'am Jonah. Sige, Ma'am John, go.
So, good morning to Director Ramir Ortico and our Regional IT Officer, Sir Noel Dunel Narida, and from our HRTD, which is represented by Sir Leo Beredo. Good morning, sir. And to my fellow IT officers of Region 6 and our support system, the school ICT coordinators, a pleasant good morning. So SDO Sagay is composed of 55 elementary schools, 11 junior and senior high school, and 6 integrated school with a total of 72 expected participants. But as of now, we are 59 in the room, including me is 60, attending this orientation on Office 365 learners account distribution. Thank you also Microsoft, good morning, for giving us the opportunity on how to effectively distribute the Office 365 to our learners. So good morning to all from DepEd Sagay, TINAD Sagay, tayo para sa edukasyon.
Wow, yes, Ma'am Jonah, TINAD Sagay. Thank you very much, and we are expecting 72 participants, yes, but as of now, we have 60 participants, including Ma'am Jonah. Thank you very much. Let's proceed to the next schools division, San Carlos City. with Sir
Good
GB
morning again,
Requeron, our
Sir,
designated IT officer. Sir Jibs.
Sir Leo. Good morning again. Sir Noel, to our
Morning.
regional director, Sir Ramiro B. Oitico. Good morning, sir. Sir Noel, Narida R. Rito. Good morning, sir. To Ma'am Susan, to Sir Christian from Microsoft. Good morning, sir. And to our SDS, Sir Anthony H. Liobet. Sir, we are expecting 65 participants, but for now, ang nakasulod is only 50 participants due to the ESWM Innovation Showdown. Pero we are expecting them, sir, to makasulod after sa event. So, good morning to all the ICT coordinators of San Carlos City. Vamos, San Carlos!
Ayan. Thank you, Sir GB. Vamos, San Carlos. So out of 65, we have 50 participants joining us in this virtual room. I hope the remaining 15 can make us in a while. So let's proceed to the schools division of Silay City with our division IT officer, Sir Vicente M. Dimeden Jr.
Hi,
Sir
hi,
Vicente.
good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody. So right now we are expecting, from the division of Silay, we're expecting the 32 schools from the elementary and 15 schools from the secondary. But right now we have 43 na nakasulod na, so hopefully we can reach 100% because some others nag-attend sa RBI namon. So for the division tagline in SDO Silay, Kaptanay, DepEd Silay, edukasyon para sa panimalay. And good morning.
Wow. Thank you very much, Sir Vicente. Kaptanay Silay. So we are having 43 participants from SDO Silay. I hope the rest can make it in a little while also. Sige, let's proceed to the schools division of Sipalay City. Wow. Sipalay,
Hello?
the beautiful Sipalay with Ma'am Rosana Montilla, the division IT officer.
From the Jewel of the Sugar Island Division of Sipalay City, maayong pagpanamyaw sa tanan. Our expected participants to this activity, we have 34 elementary, 1 integrated school ICT coordinator, 12 from junior high school, and 8 from senior high school. A total of 55 school ICT coordinators. And with my school ICT coordinators, we are now 100% connected to this virtual activity. Sa Sipalay, kalidad nga edukasyon padayon, ug yun Sipalay nun.
Yes, ug yun Sipalay nun. Ma'am Rosana Montilla with 100 attendees in today's meeting. Thank you very much. So balikan po natin sinong kanina, si Sir Ronnie, Bago City. Is Sir Ronnie with us? Sir Ronnie? Parang hindi pa rin yata makakonect si Sir Ronnie. But I hope our participants from Bago City are with us, no? And how about Cadiz City? Do we have our information officer from Cadiz City represented by Sir Ileri Serbo? Sir Ileri, are you with us also? Okay, parang wala, no? So we are waiting our 2 division IT officers, no, from Bago City, Sir Ronnie Hilang Jr. and Sir Ileri Serbo, no, the representative of Sir Enric Van Discalsota of Cadiz City. So sige, at this, thank you very much, no, to all our IT officer, division IT officers, and of course our school ICT coordinators. But before we proceed to the next number in our program, may I introduce to you the regional IT officer, no? Syempre hindi ito mawawala. Siya talaga yung siya talaga yung nag-spend ng mga sleepless nights, no, and efforts for this activity. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our RITO, the Superman of the regional office, Sir Noel Donel Narida. Sir Noel?
Hello, good morning everyone. Good morning to all school ICT coordinators. Actually, in attendees right now, we have 2,274, sir, on attendance. Yes, sir. So good morning and welcome to this uh, orientation. Thank you in advance for attending this event.
Yan. Salamat, Sir Noel. So we have 2,000 plus. Pila nga ang exact number, Sir Noel?
2,274 and increasing naman, sir.
Okay, and increasing 2,274 attendees, no, in this virtual meeting. So and still increasing. Hopefully, no. Let's check our attendees, the number of attendees later on, no, in the middle of our activity and before we end our activity this morning. And now to give us an inspirational message that will boost our morale and spirit to continue the different tasks that were entrusted to us by the Department of Education, may I call on our dynamic and a revolutionary leader and an equally competent officer in charge, Office of the Assistant Regional Director, Dr. Pedro T. Escobarte Jr., CESO 5. Is Sir Peter around? So in behalf of Sir Peter, may I call in, no, the equally competent, the equally innovative and dynamic HRDD Chief, my Chief, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Susan D. Severino. Ma'am San?
Hello, sir. I think ARD is here, is with us. Sir Noel, kindly check.
Na-disconnect naman siya, ma'am.
Sige, ma'am. Later na lang siya, ma'am. Can you give us your intro, Ma'am San?
Mga instant, okay lang. Good morning to our three pretty ladies. Our three pretty ladies in the Division ICT or IT na unit. As before, they were only two, si Ma'am Del kag si Miss Sagay. Pero right now, tatlo na sila ang mga ang mga gwapa ng mga Division IT officers.
I miss
And
you,
also and also to our handsome nagareklamo si si Ronnie, hindi siya kasulod. To our handsome division IT officers and school IT coordinators, good morning to you and special greetings to our invited resource speakers from the Microsoft Philippines. And I am just waiting for the go signal for the direction instruction of our regional IT officer if I will be the one to give the welcome message or will be the one to give the closing message. But then I cannot say no actually to Sir Noel because if you could still remember during the pandemic last year, HRDD had a plan, the project called Make Information Technology a Habit in response to the pandemic that came last year. And the plan that HRDD had last year would not be successful or possible without the support, without the partnership of our ICT unit in the office of the regional director. And I would like to say thank you, Sir Noel. That's why I cannot really say no to you, because even our regional director now, R.D. Ramir, is identifying ICT. You need to be part already of the HRDD and no longer of the office of the regional director, because of the strong collaboration, the strong partnership that HRDD has with the ICT unit here at the regional office. And that's how we work despite of the lack of human resource that we have both in the ICT and in the HRDD, but still all the plans that we have been successfully implemented. So on behalf of our regional director and of our assistant regional director, I hope ARD Peter can join us later during this as we go on with our virtual orientation of school ICT coordinators on the Microsoft 365 learner account distribution. I would like to say welcome, welcome, welcome. And we are expected that in this activity, we are going to have an overview of the automation tool to help distribute the 365 accounts to our learners, and also a closer look at each of the 365 apps and how this can help the teachers as well as the students, and the features of MS Teams and how it can help our teachers and students. Remember the mantra that has been introduced to us by our revolutionary regional director R.D. Ramir, where every child is a champion, and this, I believe, is the one of the actions taken by our regional IT officer in support to the implementation of the regional mantra where every child is a champion. We cannot make our learners champions if we ourselves are not champions in this aspect in terms of information technology. So let's enjoy this activity as we continue to learn and be champions within our hearts. Good morning and welcome again to this activity.
Yan. Thank you very much, Ma'am Susan, for being with us this morning and sparing your time with us. I hope also that Sir ARD Peter can make it in a little while, because he is having trouble, difficulty in accessing the internet right now. And we have here a message from Sir Noel Narida. There are 68 ICT school ICT coordinators from STO Cadiz City, comprising of 50 elementary and 18 secondary ICT coordinators. That is noted, Sir Noel, and thank you very much to our ICT coordinators from STO Cadiz City. Of course, that is represented by Cadiz, is represented by Sir Ileri Serbo. Okay, and Sir Enric Van Discalsota. Okay, let's proceed now to the orientation proper. But again, today's activity would be meaningless without the technical support and expertise of the person who is considered as one of the strong pillars of this program of our department. It is my singular honor and privilege to introduce to you our invited guest this morning. He is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Information Systems from De La Salle University in Manila. He had been an account manager of Work Bank Incorporated that handled client acquisitions and managed corporate accounts or B2B accounts. He had been a Microsoft student partner in 2014 to 2015 and served as brand ambassador, implementing Microsoft programs and projects. He had been a head of operations of the Veer Impressive Technologies Incorporated in 2015 to 2020 and handled client acquisitions and managed corporate accounts or the B2B accounts, and of course, he is also in charge of partnerships. Recently, our invited guest is the Customer Success Manager, Education and Modern Workplace in the Microsoft Philippines and in charge of building strategic relationships within the education sector of the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, our invited guest this morning is Mr. Christian Alan L. Katahan of the Microsoft Philippines. Good morning, Sir Christian, and welcome to Region 6. Sir Christian.
Ayun po. Yes, good morning. Good morning
Ayan.
everyone. Yan. Uh, yan, ayun po. Magandang umaga po sa lahat and maraming salamat po dun sa pagpapakilala, no? And magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat, sa mga viewers po natin ngayon sa Region 6. I'm happy that I am here. I think first time ko po na makakausap kayo, no? It's been, I think, I'm not really sure, no? Pero this would be the first time that I would be talking directly po sa mga ating mga buting ICT coordinators, no? Sa mga teachers din po natin, no? And so nagpapasalamat po ako for taking the time to join me here. And of course, nagpapasalamat din ako sa mga ating mga division ITOs po, no? Sa ating mga regional director, and of course, sa ating pong regional IT officer na si Sir Noel for co-organizing all of this. And of course, doon po sa lahat ng bumubuo ng division and region office po ng DepEd Region 6. So maraming salamat po and magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Again, ako po si Christian and I am from Microsoft Philippines. Yes, that is correct. And basically, as a success manager, no, I make sure that kayo po, no, bilang mga school coordinators and teachers, no, students, no, and whoever ay comfortable sa paggamit ng mga Microsoft apps po natin. Okay? So ibig sabihin nito, I know that hindi po ito yung first time na nagkaroon po tayo ng mga event sa region po ninyo. And in fact, I think yung some of the schools and yung mga divisions dito have experienced, mga programs under Microsoft Philippines, no? Not really sure, but I think that would be the case, But I'm here to tell you, no, na iba yung atmosphere natin siguro ngayong umaga, no? Na it's not more of ayoko pong naisipin natin na ito ay isang training per se, no? But andito po ako because marami akong good news para sa inyo. No? So isipin niyo na this is just me bringing some good news para po sa region ninyo. No? Let me start off by saying na kaya po I think first time yung nakita niyo ako dito ngayon talking to you is because I'm here to tell you that palalakasin po natin, no, ng Microsoft Philippines ang relationship and support po namin sa Region 6 po, no? And hindi lang ibig sabihin na more programs, no? But of course more incentives. More offers para po sa mga schools ninyo, no? Isa sa mga offers po na yon later on siguro I will discuss, but yun po yung punto, no, na not just the programs but of course yung mga yun nga, incentives nga po na makukuha ng mga bawat schools and teachers po natin, no? And added support po patungkol sa anything related to using Microsoft apps, Microsoft Office. Nandito na po kami, 'di ba? Kung if before yung mga schools po natin ay medyo might nagre-request po ng assistance maybe from DepEd Central Office or maybe from Microsoft directly. Ngayon po kami na po yung kukusa to reach out to you to kumbaga ask you kung ano po yung mga needed support po ninyo para sa mga schools po ninyo and ano po yung mga nakikita natin na best cases po para sa inyo in using these Microsoft apps. Understood? So ibig sabihin we currently are using these Microsoft Office apps, di ba? And we're conducting programs syempre to promote all of these, pero we will be reaching out to you every now and then sa mga schools and of course sa mga SDOs po natin to kumbaga align kung ano po ba yung mga needed support ng division po ninyo. No? Now, this is not saying or over-promising that this will be answered right away, pero at the very least, it will be heard and it will be cascaded to the Corp and of course dun sa DepEd Central Office. So kaya po nandito ako ngayon, no? This is not a merely a learning session, but I'm here because I have some good news para po sa region ninyo. Okay, so sana po from here on, you will be expecting more of me soon, no? Because in the future, no, kapag kailangan niyo po ng mga assistants sa schools ninyo or learning sessions para sa mga teachers ng divisions ninyo, you can simply request it from us. Wala pong ano yun, wala pong mga fees or whatsoever. Kami po mismo, we can conduct learning sessions if requested by you. So ganun na po natin palalakasin yung relationship with your region, no? So that I can assure you. So kaya po nandito ako, no? So I hope that we'll be, talking to each other soon in the future. But for this morning, para po sa talakayan natin ngayong umaga, I come with a specific news po for this morning, no? And ito po ay patungkol pa rin sa patungkol sa distribution, of course, ng O365 account po ng mga students na din natin, no? Because I understand that at the very least, yung mga teachers po natin ay if not all, no, most of our teachers ay nakakuha na rin po ng accounts nila, no? Pero na lang po on some cases, 'di ba? But then yung mga students po natin, from at least from what we've learned then, no, some schools pa rin are still catching up, 'di ba? Na alam po natin na yung iba is doing a good job in giving the accounts sa mga students po natin. But then there are other schools naman that are still catching up, no, which is okay. Okay lang po, no? But we're here because I wanted to tell you that another good news, yung pangalawang good news is meron naman kaming i-design na tool para po sa region ninyo, no? That will help you automate yung pagbibigay ng account sa mga students po ninyo, no? Ano po yung long-term and overall effect nito? Yung distribution and activation po ng accounts, no, will be reduced to a single day, no? If done right, okay? And then of course, wala na siyang added na workload or wala na siyang dagdag na pagod po para sa ating mga yung leadership po natin nasa school level or sa division level, sa district offices or maybe sa region-wide office na po. Wala pong dagdag na pagod na yon sa inyo. Okay? And of course, pati rin sa mga school coordinators natin na sumusubaybay ngayon sa talakayan natin this morning. Okay? So I hope you bear with me over the next 1.5 hours probably, no, para po talakayin kung ano nga ba exactly yung tinutukoy yung pinagsasabi ko ngayon na automation tool na to. Makakatulong ba to talaga sa school ko? Okay? So again, para lang po sa kaalaman ulit na lahat, yung atmosphere po natin ngayon is not more of a program na learning parang training, technical training session. This is more of a just letting you know na meron po tayong mga good news coming your way. And of course, a little bit of a demo kung paano po natin magagamit yung mga automation tool na iyon. No? So I hope na malinaw po yun. Para po sa mga viewers po natin ngayon na sumusubaybay sa buong Region 6, again, magandang umaga po. If may mga katanungan po siguro tayo during the discussion, meron po tayong Q&A section po dito. I think yung meron pong question mark icon there. So kindly post yung questions nyo po doon, and we will dedicate some time to answer some of those questions. Okay, so for now, just sit back and relax lang muna, no? And just try to listen to me lang muna as I discuss kung ano nga ba yung mga good news na ito. Okay? So, without further ado, let me share my screen. So again, maraming salamat po ulit for having me here, Region 6. I'm very happy that I'm here. First time ko po actually na makausap din kayo, no? So I hope na ma-share ko yung screen ko. I'm not sure that this is gonna happen, no? Pero if in case lang na bigla po kung maputol yung connection ko or yung pag-share ko ng screen, don't worry, I'm just gonna jump join in ulit sa discussion and we can continue on with yung streaming session po natin. Okay? Ayan. Let me see. I'm going to share my screen now. Okay, sana po ay nakikita ninyo. Sa mga organizers po natin and sa mga fellow ITOs and regional directors po natin, nakikita po ba ang screen ko before I share? Before I present? Kita naman po, ano? Yes, Sir Noel, can I confirm if kita po for the benefit of our viewers?
Makikita po, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So, yung talakayan po natin today ay patungkol sa O365 and teams for students and teachers, no? The reason why nilagay ko po ay yung students and teachers because sila po yung pinaka-end users, no? And included na po dito, of course, yung the rest of the school organization. Yung mga school ICT, school principals, department heads, and other staff, no? But yung pinaka end user po nito, which is yung students and teachers, it will be, yung message po will also be for them. But let me start off by saying, okay, that ito po yung mga expectations natin sa talakayan today. Now, I understand that, given na ito po, medyo broad kasi yung medyo broad kasi yung parang naging title ng seminar natin, no? Office 365, no? So, ito lang po siguro yung mga important points, tatlong important points na gusto ko po na isa puso natin, no? So, ibig sabihin, no matter what, kung ano man yung i-discuss or italakayin po natin, I want you to circle back dito sa tatlong key points lang po na ito para po mas mapadali yung mga yung discussion natin, ano? Pero huwag kayo mag-alala kasi hindi naman ganun ka-complicated yung magiging talakayan natin today. Okay, so number one, una sa lahat, syempre, kailangan natin maging aware sa O365 account natin and kung ano yung mga apps na makukuha ko doon. Okay, so at the end of the session, so hopefully, itanong po natin sa sarili natin kung familiar na nga ba ako doon sa mga apps na makukuha ko. Right, so hopefully, yes. Okay. Pangalawa, know how I can receive and activate my O365 account. Now, I know that given na alam na natin yung mga benefits na makukuha natin from O365, okay, so paano ko naman to matatanggap? Paano ko siya ma-activate, no? And paano naman yung mga learners ko sa mga schools ko, no? Paano nila matatanggap? Paano nila ma-activate? Given the circumstances ng yung current setup nila, 'di ba? Yung current household na condition po nila and yung environment nila, paano nila matatanggap? Okay? And pangatlo is know how to use Teams for classroom learning and other school activities, no? Because maraming tao pa rin ang hindi nakaka-realize na ang Microsoft Teams kasi ay hindi siya video conferencing tool lang. Meaning hindi lang siya pang video call. Okay? Digital hub talaga siya for doing everything na para na rin siyang browser that wherein you can do a lot of things there and more. Diba? So, just these three things po, no? So, no matter what, huwag po kayong maglala kasi no matter what happens and kung ano man yung i-discuss po natin, dito lang po tayo iikot sa tatlong tanong na ito. Okay? So, yun lang naman po yan. Right? Okay. So, let me remind you lang and start off by saying na yung O365 natin is a subscription, no? That will give us access to these apps. Yung Word, Excel, yung PowerPoint, and you have access to other apps din. Diba? Yung Outlook, yung OneDrive, yung OneNote, yung Sway, yung Stream, and yung Microsoft Teams. Diba? Lahat ng yon. Okay? Now, I won't complicate things. Hindi ko na magiging komplikado, hindi ko na i-complicate yung talakayan. I'm just here to introduce na ito nga yung mga apps na makukuha ninyo. Okay? So, specifically, no, para lang ma-entice tayo, no, para lang ma-excite tayo ulit na ito nga yung makukuha ko. Ito yung mga apps, no. I know na familiar na kayo sa Word, Excel, PowerPoint, so hindi ko na siya tatalakayin. But yeah, you can use this for research, di ba? For your presentation, yung mga reports ninyo, yung mga anything that you need to audit, di ba? All of those things. And then, meron din tayong OneDrive. Okay? So, para sa kaalaman ng lahat, ang OneDrive ay isang online file storage na kung saan pwede natin i-store ang ating mga personal files, tulad ng mga personal photos natin, ano pa ba, mga personal mga photos, videos ng family, 'di ba? Pero at the same time, no, maaari din natin gamitin yung OneDrive to store our school work or school files natin, no? Yung ginagamit na kung ako ay isang guro, magagamit ko to para i-store yung mga modules ko bago ko i-print, 'di ba? Yung mga learning yung mga lesson plans, no, yung mga exams, quizzes na kailangan kong print in the future if kailangan, 'di ba? So dito ko siya pwedeng i-store. And ang kinaganda nito is kaya ko siyang i-access anytime and anywhere as long as may access ako sa OneDrive app ko. Okay? And possible yon using our O365 account. Now, ang maganda dito is lahat po tayo ay merong around 1 terabyte, if I remember correctly, no? 1 terabyte storage per account. So, ibig sabihin yan, kung tayo ay may holder ng account, ng O365 account natin, meron tayong up to 1 terabyte. So, imagine kung gaano kalaki yung space na yun, no? Sayang naman. Take advantage of it na rin. Store all of your files there. Okay? Meron din tayong tinatawag ng OneNote. So basically, ito ay isang notebook, no? And self-explanatory. Alam naman natin na kapag meron tayong notebook, no, we usually use it for random stuff, no? Kung ano-ano. Pwedeng yung mga personal notes and ideas natin, di ba? Personal research bits natin, di ba? Or maybe mga drafts, mga plans natin, di ba? So usually, di ba, ginagamit natin yung notebook natin to store all of those, no? So, meron tayong OneNote that will serve as our digital notebook, no? I understand that for most of you, alam na yung mga ibang apps na to, no? Pero for the sake of just giving context lang sa talakayan natin ngayon, para lang po maintindihan natin na yun talaga lahat na makukuha natin, allow me to just introduce muna yung mga apps, okay? Pero wag po kayo maglala kasi hindi naman tayo magtatagal dito. Alright? Okay, next is we have what we call Microsoft Stream. Now, kung familiar po kayo sa YouTube, parang ganito yung purpose niyan. Nagagamit po natin yung Stream to watch yung mga videos natin, no? Kung meron tayong mga lecture tutorials na i-share sa classes natin, or maybe sa parents, or maybe sa yung mga fellow faculty members natin, mga fellow teachers natin, we can use Stream, no? Ang kinaganda ng Stream is if meron tayong mga online classes or mga video conferences na recorded, automatically masisave siya doon sa Stream account po ninyo. So, pag gusto niyo pong i-edit yung video or i-share yung video, you can access it sa Microsoft Stream. Okay? Hold on. Let me just drink some water. Okay. So, ang susunod naman yan is we have what we call Microsoft Sway. Okay, so ang Sway ay para siyang PowerPoint. Okay, pero ang kinaibahan nito is it's a moving presentation, una sa lahat, meaning may mga animations built in, no, may mga moving designs na alam ko na may ganun sa PowerPoint, no, pero ang isa pang difference nito is ang Sway can be integrated sa mga blogs po natin or sa mga websites natin. Diba? Kung meron tayong mga pages sa mga schools natin, pwede natin gamitin yung Sway. Ipa-plug nyo lang siya. Diba? Sobrang dali lang niya gawin, actually. De-design nyo lang, tapos insert nyo yung link, tapos automatically na siya mag-integrate dun sa page po ninyo. Okay? So, ang kinaganda na is dynamic siya enough, no, to adjust doon sa mga website dimensions ninyo and everything. So, magandang gamitin din yung Sway. And you can also use this for PowerPoint presentations. Okay? And then, pwede rin tayong gumawa ng quizzes natin using forms, di ba? I think most of you already know this. Pwede tayo magpa-exam sa mga students natin, di ba? Using forms. And ang kinaganda nito is kaya natin siya gawin sa mobile devices din natin. Okay? And eto, nakakatulong to sa mga teachers naman. Meron tayong tinatawag na whiteboard. So basically, as the name suggests, isa siyang blank canvas, no, na pwedeng sulatan ng mga teachers or kung sino man yung nagfa-facilitate ng online classes na iyon. Or not even yung online classes eh. Actually, pwede rin yung anyone conducting the meeting na kailangan i-visualize yung mga yung pagtatalakay nila, di ba? Or pwedeng mag-notes sa mismong screen habang nag-discuss sila. You can use Microsoft Whiteboard. And ang maganda dito is magagamit nyo rin to in all platforms such as yung Microsoft Teams. Okay? Right? Ano pa yung makukuha natin sa account natin? Meron din tayong tinatawag na to-do. So basically, I won't deep dive into this, pero long story short, ito ay yung parang personal daily tracker natin, no? Kung may mga to-do list tayo, like for example, kailangan ko mag-grocery, no? Kailangan ko pumunta ng magpa-car wash, o kailangan kong bumili ng ganito, ganyan, or maybe even patungkol sa schoolwork, kailangan kong mag-submit ng ganitong report. Kailangan kong tapusin yung ganitong research paper, di ba? All of those things, kaya natin ilista sa to-do natin. And ang maganda nito is, kaya natin siyang i-integrate sa mobile devices natin. We can access it anywhere, di ba? Para nakikita nyo lagi kung, let's say, naka-phone lang kayo. Okay? Right. So, kung meron tayong personal to-do list, meron naman tayong group na to-do list. And ang tawag doon ay Microsoft Planner, no? So ang kinaibahan lang noon is kung ang to-do ay yung for personal use, etong planner ay for group tasks naman. So kung let's say ako yung isang group ng mga estudyante na gagawa ng isang report or final reporting, I can use this. Kung ako naman yung mga teachers or yung mga school school decision makers, pwede kong gamitin ito to track yung mga tasks ng mga fellow school staff ko, no? Let's say may pine-prepare tayo na isang event, no? We can track yung mga tasks na kailangan gawin dito. Okay? So later on, papakilala ko yan isa-isa. At least yung mga hindi pa kayo masyadong familiar with. Okay? And of course, meron din tayong Microsoft List. Okay, ang Microsoft List ay para siyang Excel, no? Pero meron siyang ibang mga functions pa na makakatulong sa atin in monitoring yung, let's say, inventory, siguro mga events or itinerary, di ba? Mga field trip natin. Although, syempre ngayon, di pa natin magagamit for field trip use, no? Pero basically, ang list, as the name suggests then, na it can list anything. No, it can categorize everything, no, na madali na lang siya i-control, may mga color schemes, di ba? So hindi niyo na kailangan parang mano-mano na i-edit pa or whatsoever. Okay? Ngayon, medyo gagawi lang tayo ng onte, ano? Sabihan ko lang kung ano yung difference ng tatlo. Again, yung to-do ay you can use it for personal use. Ang planner, you can use it for group tasks. And of course, ang list for broad use na yan. So, meaning you can list anything and everything. Di ba? Pwede kayo mag-list ng mga applicants. Di ba? It's up to you. Okay? And of course, meron din tayong LinkedIn. Okay? So, isa sa mga pinaka-importante na anong tawag dito? Pinaka-importanteng tulong na maibibigay ng pagkakaroon ng account, Microsoft account ng mga students ay ang pagsa-sign in sa LinkedIn na website, no? Now, para sa kaalaman ng lahat, ang LinkedIn ay isang professional networking site. Okay? So, kung familiar tayo sa Facebook, of course, na ginagamit natin yung Facebook, di ba, to post our yung mga personal photos natin with the family, with friends, and what else? With basically yung personal life natin, di ba? Ang LinkedIn naman is different, no? It is a social networking site na ang pwede nating i-post doon yung mga achievements natin habang nag-aaral tayo, no? Yung work experience natin kapag nagtatrabaho na tayo, and of course, ano yung mga achievements din natin habang nagtatrabaho na tayo. So basically, meron tayong profile dito na binibuild natin, nilalagay natin yung mga achievements natin. And ang kinaganda nito is you can use the account to connect with employers, 'di ba? So the reason why pinapakita ko to sa inyo ngayon, of course, is this is mainly for our graduating students din, no? Na just recently kasi nagkaroon po kami ng talakayan with USEC Alain Del Pascua, no? And the Office of the Undersecretary to equip our grade 12 students with their LinkedIn profile, no? So para ready sila in the workforce. Okay? So kaya ina-encourage namin yung mga grade 12 students na kapag natanggap na nila yung account nila with the O365, they can sign up for LinkedIn, no? And you might be wondering kasi, no, pero graduating na po kasi sila eh. Hindi po ba wala na silang access kapag nag-graduate na sila doon? So, ibig sabihin hindi sila makakapag sign in doon sa LinkedIn nila. Well, the answer is no. Makakapag-sign in pa rin sila doon sa LinkedIn account nila using their O365 account because meron pa rin silang access doon sa Microsoft account nila even after graduation. As to how long, yun yung currently bine-verify and tinatalakay namin with USEC Alain Del Pascua. Pero for now, rest assured na hindi siya yung tipong kapag nag-graduate yung mga graduating students natin ay biglang mapuputol yung access nila the next day or the next week or the next month, no? Meron talaga yung period na mahaba, no, na may access pa rin sila, which they can use para mag-sign in sila sa LinkedIn accounts nila. Okay, so kaya ko siya pinopromote din ngayon. Okay? So again, take note of yung mga good news din po, no? Okay, so and isa pa na makakatulong or at least fun for our students ay ang Minecraft, no? I'm not sure if you're familiar with the game, pero ang Minecraft, it's sandbox game siya where you can do a lot of things, no? And lahat ng students natin ay entitled to the Minecraft game, no? Mada-download nila yan once they have their O365 accounts. Okay? So take note, no? So they can access it sa using a specific link, no? As to kung anong link na yon, huwag po kayo mag-alala kasi ibibigay po namin lahat ng necessary links and instructions during the next few minutes of our discussion, no? And huwag din po kayo mag-alala, ina-announce ko na ngayon pa lang na lahat po ng resources namin, mga lecture videos and yung mga presentation na ginamit po natin ngayon, ibibigay ko po sa ating mga butihing division ITOs, district ITOs, and sa ating region IT officer na si Sir Noel for dissemination po sa mga school ICT. No? So wag po kayo mag-alala, lahat po ng resources na kailangan ninyo, ibibigay po namin. Okay? Right. And most importantly, isa sa mga pinaka-important, no, na platforms na makakatulong sa atin, especially ngayong pandemic, no, and in the future kapag medyo nag-evolve yung current setup ng pag-aaral natin, ano, we have Microsoft Teams. Okay? So, meaning we can conduct online classes and other school activities with the platform. Okay? So, bakit ko to pinopromote din ngayon? It's because marami itong maitutulong sa atin bilang isang paaralan, no? And generalize ko na po yan bilang isang paaralan kasi I know that maraming aspeto yon. Okay? Ayan. And of course, it does just more than being a video conferencing tool. Marami pa yung maitutulong sa atin, no? Which later on, papakilala ko din kung paano and ano yung mga ito. Okay? Pero just to introduce na ito yung mga benefits natin from Microsoft Teams. Ito, for example, merong isang may mga schools na din na gumagamit ng platform natin for their classroom learning. Okay? So yan, tulad ng nakikita nyo sa screen ngayon, merong isang school na gumagamit na ng Microsoft Teams for their classroom discussions, no? And they can use other features that will help them. Okay? So, before we proceed with yung other good news, no? Another important question na gusto ko pong sa puso natin, no? Ako bilang guro, bilang bilang mag-aaral or bilang school coordinator, 'di ba? Paano ko magagamit ang MS Teams sa day-to-day work ko, no? Or in general, paano ba makakatulong ng Microsoft Teams sa paaralan namin? Okay? Let's start off by saying na dalawa yung approach po kasi diyan. 'Di ba? Una sa lahat, ayoko po kasi i-complicate yung talakayan natin. I know that marami na po tayong programs na have undergone doon sa region po natin. No? And basically, to cancel out the noise, no? Dalawa lang po kasing approach talaga dyan. No matter what happens, or no matter what programs, or no matter what activities and initiatives po na gawin po natin. I want you to really think of it as two ways lang talaga siya magagamit. Number one, for everyone in the school, meaning you can create a team na parang iisang ecosystem kayo, iisang group lang kayo, no? Think of it as para kayo may Facebook group. Okay? So, yan, sa mga viewers po natin, I want you to think of it as para lang kayong gumagawa ng Facebook group. On one hand, no, you can create a team, or in this case, a Facebook group, di ba? Para nandun lahat ng school staff, nandun lahat ng teachers, lahat ng students, lahat ng representatives na under ng pangalan po ng school ninyo, pwedeng nandoon. And of course, you can divide yung school na yon into departments or into groups, subgroups, or what we call channels in this case sa Teams, no? So meron tayong accounting, may faculty, may IT service department, siguro meron kayong sports division, di ba? And siguro meron kayong channel para sa students din, di ba? Up to you, pero meron kayong ganyan. Or meron kayo, hindi pala or, and meron din kayong for classroom learning. So ito naman, actually itong una is managed by the principal, mga school leaders, yung mga other advisors, di ba? Ito naman, this is managed by the advisor lang, okay, for classroom learning. So ibig sabihin yan na meron siyang isang team, no, na nandoon lahat ng advisory class niya, una sa lahat. Tapos andoon din yung mga subject teachers, no, na nagtuturo sila. So let's say itong class na to is divided into English, Math, Science channels. Tapos doon nagtuturo yung mga subject teachers, no, doon sa mga students nila. So etong dalawa, ito yung approach natin sa Microsoft Teams. And ito in the future ang makakatulong sa atin in helping transform our school into a digital hub. Okay? So, yun lang. Ayokong i-complicate talaga yung usapan. All you have to think about are these two things. No? So, for everyone in the school, meron tayong isang group, kumbaga, and then meron din tayo for each of our classroom, mga advisory class. Okay? So, isa-summarize ko lang yung mga benefits niya. So, syempre, meron kayong video call, di ba? Para i-conduct yung mga online classes. You can use yung whiteboard to facilitate yung mga meetings ninyo or yung mga talakayan ninyo. Diba? Or you can also create yung mga documents. Diba? Research papers, pwede nyo gawin ora mismo sa Microsoft Teams. No? And at the same time, maaari nyo din siyang i-store. Maaari nyo din siyang i-store doon sa loob ng channel or sa loob ng team po na ginawa ninyo. Malinaw? So, ayan. And then, of course, obviously, you will belong to specific teams. Na specific teams po ang kabibilangan ninyo kapag nasa loob kayo ng Microsoft Teams. Ayan, and you can also chat share updates with other departments and other colleagues and other officials dito po sa channel po na iyon or sa teams po na kinabibilangan ninyo. And you can do other things, no? You can integrate yung DepEd website. Diba? You can integrate yung DepEd TV. Okay? And then you can use yung LMS po natin. You can also use it sa Microsoft Teams. So, all of those things, no, merge together into one school hub. And at the same time, you can do a lot more things aside from that. Actually, di ba yung DepEd TV natin, YouTube yan. So, ibig sabihin, you can link YouTube videos and channels doon po sa Teams po ninyo. No? So, para po sa kaalaman na lahat. So, take advantage of it. Diba? Marami kayong magagamit sa Microsoft Teams na din. Okay? Alright. And of course, tulad ng ginagawa natin ngayon, this is actually a live event. Yes. So, we're using live event right now, pero ganito po yung itsura niya sa mga organizers din po, no? You can use this for conducting school-wide events tulad ng virtual graduation, siguro moving up ceremonies. Alam ko na may mga ganun po tayo sa mga elementary schools po natin, di ba? And sa mga K-12 students po natin, no? And other big events, siguro mga parent-teacher conference ng isang division or maybe ng buong region. Actually, ito pong talakayan natin ngayon ay region-wide, no? So, ang ginagamit po natin ay Teams Live Event. So, you can use this for future use for conducting events in a wide scale. Okay? So, ang capacity po nito is up to 20,000. So, feel free to enjoy it as much as you can. Okay? Yan, ayun po yung some of the features. Ito po yung backstage, kumbaga, and then ito po yung live event. Okay? Now, just to differentiate, no, para lang po sa kaalaman ng lahat, ang Microsoft Teams ay meron dalawang aspeto rin po yan in terms of yung sa nature ng video call. Meron tayong regular Teams meeting na aabot na ng 1,000 interactive participants, no? Currently, niro-roll out pa yung up to 20,000 view-only participants. We'll give you an update on that, rest assured. Pero for now, ang Teams meeting ay na-boost na po siya up to 1,000 interactive participants, meaning nakakapag-chat sila and nakakapagsalita. Okay? Ang Teams Live naman can, by default, up to 20,000 na siya. No? Pero yung participants natin can interact via a Q&A. Tulad po ng nasabi ko kanina, again, kapag may mga katanungan po, di ba? I-raise po natin yan sa Q&A portion. So, ganun lang po yung magiging setup natin today because ganun po yung setup ng Teams Live event po. No? To control, of course, yung volume ng mga inquiries and mga katanungan po ng mga participants din natin. Pero this is good news kasi this can be used in a lot of ways na because of yung capacity ng attendee na. No? So sa mga teachers natin or sa mga schools na gusto mag-conduct ng school-wide event, maaari nyo gamitin ng either a standard meeting kung kasya naman lahat or Teams Live kung gusto nyo isama siguro lahat ng students or maybe other schools na, di ba? You can use a Teams Live event. Okay? So malinaw naman so far. So ayan, so before I go on to a quick demo, I'm gonna stop siguro yung share ko po muna dito. Let me see. Ayan po. Okay. Ayan. So I'm gonna stop my share muna dito and maybe address some of the questions po siguro na maybe we can answer siguro five questions maybe from the audience, depende po sa nakasulat dito sa Q&A. Let me see if meron po nakapublish, ano? Ayan, naglo-load lang po. Ayan. Let's see. Yeah, so far wala naman. But then again, for those viewers po, again, feel free to address us, no? Just post in your questions here kapag may mga katanungan po sila. And we'll be glad to answer them. Okay? So meron po tayong Q&A section here para po sagutin yung mga katanungan ninyo. Okay, so moving on, i-share ko lang po ulit ang aking screen. Yan, sana po actually di masyadong mabilis yung naging talakayan ko, no? At nasabayan naman po natin, no? And hopefully wala naman po tayong mga violent reactions dyan sa mga viewers po natin. Sana po maganda ang gising din ninyo. Alright, so going back to the stream, let me share my screen lang po ulit. Again, kapag may katanungan po tayo, just, you know what to do na. Okay? Alright, let me see if I can share yung screen ko ulit. Ayan. Okay. Okay.
Sir Christian, I think.
Yes, sir.
I think mayroon pa yung question sa bago kasi.
Ayan. I-share ko lang po ulit. Ayan. Let me share my screen po, no? Ayan. So, Sir Noel and our fellow ITOs, kita naman po ba ang ang screen ko before I present?
Yes, sir. Wala pa na naka-slide siya, sir. Hindi pa naka-slide siya.
Ay, sorry. Ayan. Let me see. Slideshow. Ayan po. Okay? So, sa mga viewers po natin, kita na po ba ang aking screen? Okay, I think we can proceed.
Yes, there's a question na, sir, para dito sa Q&A natin na.
Sige po, go ahead. Can I ask for help in reading it aloud na lang po para po we can at least naka-project na po yung screen natin.
Okay, sir. One question dito, sir. Microsoft app is free. What about a personal account na premium? Parang ganun po yung cost.
Pag personal account po, let's say Outlook account lang po, no? Wala po kayong access sa at least yung all of the benefits. Iba po yung benefits na makukuha ninyo from a regular Microsoft account with a O365 account talaga, no? With the Office 365 account kasi may license talaga yan. No, actually, ang license category nyo po ay A3, meaning marami po kayong, basta in short, marami kayong makukuha with the A3 licenses, which meron kayo and the students po natin. Opo. So, which later on, siguro isa-summarize ko na lang din. Papakita ko po yung portal. We call it the portal po kasi, no? Kung saan makikita nyo yung mga apps na makukuha niyo. And at the same time, andun yung instructions on how and where to download. Okay?
Ayan. Sir, Christian, another question.
Sige pa, go ahead. I-stop ko muna yung share ko. Sige pa, go ahead. Tanong lang po kayo. Go ahead.
How many account can be linked to LinkedIn on Microsoft Office 365? Or what account are accepted in LinkedIn?
Sorry po, what accounts are accepted?
Po, sa LinkedIn.
Sa Microsoft account?
What account are accepted in the LinkedIn daw, sir?
So actually, you can create a LinkedIn on your own, no? Using your personal account din, no? Pero sa mga students din natin, to save them the trouble of creating an email pa, they can use their O365 account directly, no? Para lang i-copy-paste na lang nila yung account nila. Tapos, diretso na silang magagawa ng LinkedIn account. Pero by default, you can use any email naman to sign in with your LinkedIn account. To sign in to a LinkedIn account, 'di ba? You can use any account naman po. So, huwag po kayo mag-alala doon.
Okay. Yeah. Sir, another sir. Sa Teams Live, need login if viewer ka lang from Division of Bacolod City?
Sige, sorry po sir. Baka po mahina lang yung audio ko, sorry.
Yung sa Teams Live daw, sir, need daw yung login if viewer ka lang. Parang ganun.
Kung viewer ka lang? Well, technically kasi, pag Teams Live, ay you still have to view it via Microsoft Teams. So, kung ano po yung email na may access kayo sa Microsoft Teams, Pwede po yun. Any email, basta't may access kayo sa Microsoft Teams naman. Opo. Alright?
Ito sir, I think last 2 question na lang sir.
Sige
Pwede
po, go
ba
ahead.
install ng software sa OneDrive? Example, mag-install ako ng Visual Studio.
Sorry, can you put installer sa OneDrive? Parang ganun po?
Parang ganun sir.
Yes, you can. As long as wala naman po siyang batas per se pagdating sa OneDrive, as long as hindi na mapupuno yung 1 terabyte, 'di ba? Then you're good to go. Malaki po 'yun, ha?
Sir, parang pwede daw mag-install talaga ng Visual Studio sa OneDrive. Parang hindi niya.
Parang hindi po, from what I know. Kung yun po yung akala ko po kasi yung tanong was, can you put installers such as yung installers for apps like yung Visual Studio. Pero install doon, parang hindi po. Parang hindi po.
Okay. Sir, parang ito yung last question po natin, mamaya po yung iba. How to set up virtual graduation using Teams live event?
So papakita ko po later on kung paano po natin paano natin magagawa yung virtual graduation. Okay? I-demo ko po 'yon. Kung paano gamitin yung Teams live event, which is similar to what we're doing now naman. Pero yeah, papakita ko po kung paano natin siya i-set up. Okay? Huwag po kayo mag-alala. Cover natin yan. Right? So for now, siguro if I may, allow me to do a quick demo muna siguro doon sa portal natin mismo. Okay? Before I proceed with the next phase. No? Basically, there's if you remember, at the start of the discussion, no, parang I want you to ask 3 questions lang, di ba? To be aware of the old 365 account, okay? How to activate it, and then how I can use Teams. So basically, yun yung magiging flow ng talakayan natin today. We are done with the first part, so we're going over siguro within the next hour, no? We're going to split it into 2 parts, no? Yung remaining 2 questions natin. Okay? So, let me share my screen para mapakita ko na sa inyo once and for all. Saan dito yung portal? Okay. I'm going to share my screen. Right? Let's see. Ayan. So, Sir Noel and our mga fellow ITOs and organizers, successfully ko po ba na-present yung aking screen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Alright. So, kapag nakuha nyo po yung account ninyo, di ba? Ito po yung gagawin ninyo. All you have to do is go to office.com. Ayan, kita nyo po yung link na yan. Okay, so type ko again office.com. Okay, yan office.com lang. Click on enter. And then mapupunta tayo, well, basically on the same link. Dito lang, no? Pero yan. Okay? Ayan. Okay? So kapag nandito na tayo, ito yung maganda. You can download and install Office directly sa devices po ninyo. Okay? So that's what I want you to what I want you to do siguro after ng talakayan natin today is kind of go to your Office account, no, sa mga hindi pa sa mga first time makatanggap, and install yung Office. Just click on this icon. Yan. Sorry. Naglo-load lang. Basta click on this icon, tapos may drop down yan. Yan. And click on this, no? So kapag kinlik nyo yan, susundan nyo lang yung instructions, no? Madali lang siya, sunod-sunod na yan. Okay? Now, if you want the view of yung lahat ng apps na matatanggap ninyo, you can, well, una sa lahat may sneak peek na Ayan, on the left-hand side, yan yung isa sa mga popular apps na usually ginagamit ng mga tao na meron din kayo. Pero if you want to see all of them, just click dito sa pinakababa, no? Ayan, I hope di nagahang. Ayan. Ayan. Yes, medyo may kabagalan lang ang aking internet, so pasensya na po if in case may onting segundo na lag. Okay? So once na nandito na kayo, na-click nyo yung all apps sa pinakababa, ito lahat ng apps na makukuha and pwede nyong i-download. Okay? Ayan lahat. All the apps there. Diba? And syempre, alam ko na familiar na kayo with the yung Word, 'di ba? Alam kong familiar na kayo diyan with Excel, with PowerPoint, alam kong familiar na kayo diyan. Some of the apps na magagamit ninyo ay you have yung list nyo dito, 'di ba? Yung list, ito yung OneDrive, no, yung storage ninyo. And you have yung forms to create yung quizzes, 'di ba? And you have other things like you can watch videos using Stream. You can use the to-do, diba? Then you have yung Microsoft Teams, which we'll deep dive later on. Pero sige, no? Before we end the first part of our discussion, papakita ko lang sa inyo ng sobrang bilis lang kung ano yung iba sa mga apps na ito. Let's start with the to-do. Let's say, what else? We can we can check the forms. Since alam naman natin yung ano, oops. Okay. So, sorry. Kasi po, naglo-load lang po ang aking mga tabs. So, kaya po medyo may onting delay. Okay. So, yung OneDrive, open link in new tab. Let's see. What else? We can go for Planner. Right? Para lang makapakita ko sa inyo, we have the Sway, we have the whiteboard, we have the list, diba? We have the OneNote. Ayan, let's open all of those things. Okay? So, ano yung una natin pwedeng tignan? Yung calendar, no? Alam na natin yan. So, let's try and load OneDrive first. Okay? So, yung OneDrive, no, na makukuha ninyo is meron kayong dedicated space or storage allocation, no? So up to 1 terabyte from at least last I checked, lahat po tayo meron tayong 1 terabyte. So again, you can use it to store yung personal photos ninyo, personal apps, installers, school files, school documents, or what have you. Pa? So hintayin lang natin mag-load. Ayan, tulad nito. Okay? So, ito lahat ng files na ginagamit ko. Actually, dito rin nakastore yung mga resources na ibabahagi ko po sa inyo, no? Pagkatapos ng talakayan natin. Okay? So, pwede kayong mag-upload, right? Or pwede kayong gumawa ng bagong document. So, pag gumawa kayo ng bagong document, pwede nyo pagpilian kung Word, Excel, PowerPoint, diba? Or OneNote, diba? Or Forms, diba? Kapag nagawa nyo na yan, then automatically masasave siya dito sa OneDrive, which pwede natin siyang i-share sa ibang tao. Okay? So, that's all for now. You can upload files and folders. Yun. Okay? And pwede nyo i-organize din yun. Okay? So, ito, actually, may na itong si Planner. Unahin natin si, saan si To-Do. Okay. Nag-load yung Microsoft To Do. Okay. So again, ito ay hindi po to yung technical deep dive, no? Pero what we can do is, ganito pong pwede natin gawin habang naglo-load pala to. During our discussion, no, na habang pinapakilala ko po to, mga apps na ito, if gusto niyo po ng mga future learning sessions na specific dito sa mga ibang apps na ito na baka lang medyo interested kayong malaman pa saan ko pwede gagamitin yung ang tawag dito? Saan ko pa pwedeng magagamit yung ibang apps na yon? Kindly comment po either sa Q&A or dun sa other basically sa Q&A if you want to request for future learning sessions, no, patungkol doon. Okay, ano nangyari? Sige, later. Sige po. At nag-load lang ang aking dahil sa sobrang daming tabs na naka-open at medyo mabagal ang internet natin. Okay. Pero you know what? Sige, we'll do it this way. We'll do it this way. So ito po exactly lahat ng ma-receive ninyo, no? So what I want you to do is kapag meron na po kayong apps, meron na kayong access sa apps na ito using your account po ninyo, you can install or select yung mga apps na to one by one. Okay? Just so you can explore it yourself. Pero wag po kayong mag-alala kasi meron po akong ibibigay sa inyo na PowerPoint just to, para po meron kayong gabay sa mga apps na ito and how to use it. Okay? So, hintayin natin mag-load yung iba. Okay. So, I think because marami kasi naka-open na tab and alam naman natin yung internet dito, ayan. So, basically, papakita ko na lang yung mga nag-load. No? Ito po yung Microsoft Sway na basically it's a PowerPoint presentation, moving presentation din na magagamit natin to design our reports. And ang maganda dito is kapag natapos na po tayo, we can integrated sa website natin or sa blogs natin. Okay? So, hindi kasi siya naglo-load. Dito naglo-load. Yeah, yung internet connection ko lang po ang may dahilan. Pasensya na po doon. Ayan. Okay? So, etong notebook naman, we can use it. You can use this to store our personal notes that we can share with other people. No? Let's say, for example, gawa tayo ng bagong notebook. As a demo, gumawa po ko ng demo notebook. Pwedeng school year 2021 to 2022. 2022. So, pwede ako mag-create. No? So, create ko lang and magagawa na siya. So, ito yung na-pre-made. May na-pre-made kasi ako na notebook. Kaya ipapakita ko na lang. Ayan po. Ayan. Hintayin lang natin siya mag-load. Ayan. Hopefully, nag-load na siya. At may katagalan lang ang internet. Okay, again, sa mga viewers po natin ngayon, if may mga katanungan po tayo, just feel free to ask it sa Q&A portion natin and we'll be glad to answer it later on. So right now, we're going to do a demo on the O365 apps. Pinapakilala ko po each of the apps. Kaso po, I think medyo hindi nagko-cooperate ang internet connection natin dito. Pero no worries. No worries. Ang maganda po kasi dito is meron naman po tayong presentation to help define yung concepts po nito. So, you can explore this on your own. Ang importante lang naman po is may access tayo dito sa office.com. So, be sure to log in using yung O365 account po ninyo. Klaro? Okay. So, time check. It's 11. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to share yung susunod na bahagi po ng aking talakayan. Since kasi medyo yung internet natin hindi nag-cooperate at matagal ma-load yun. No? Kesa naman sa hintayin natin, of course, and natalakay na rin naman natin. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna share yung presentation ko po ulit. And then, siguro, Sir Noel, let me know kung nakita nyo po ulit, no? Kung na-share na po natin ulit yung feed. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Ayan, I'm gonna share my screen again. Yan. Okay. Ayan, sharing. Ayan, kita na po ba? Sa ating mga fellow ITs?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, wag po kayong mag-alala, no? Kasi hindi naman po ganun ka-crucial yung pag-demonstrate ng each of the apps there. Kasi syempre, matatagalan din naman tayo kapag inisa-isa natin yun. And the fact na yung internet connection natin is medyo din nagko-cooperate, no, which is understandable. We'll stick to the presentation. Okay, huwag po kayong maglala kasi natalakay na rin naman natin. Now, on to the second part, no? Ito, mabilis lang ito actually. So, given that we are aware of some of the O365 apps, no? Ang important question naman natin is, okay, this sounds exciting. Medyo exciting ng lahat ng ito. Pero paano ko mapapadali nga ang distribution nito for me, for my teachers, for my faculty, and of course sa mga students ko po, no? So paano nga? Paano ko ma-activate? Paano ko nga matatanggap? No. The next good news is meron kaming dinesign na automation tool, and I want you to listen carefully po, no, on this bit. Meron po kaming dinesign na automation tool that na makakatulong po sa school ninyo in distributing and activating the account to, if done right, 2 a day. Okay, no, ganun siya kabilis na. So hindi na po natin kailangan i-communicate or i-text isa-isa yung mga teachers and yung mga students natin patungkol sa account nila, no? And we can use this to distribute it for the new accounts din na paparating pa. Okay? So ano yung automation tool na yon? Ito yon. Basically, meron tayong 2 steps lang na susundan. Okay? So I want you to listen, okay? 2 steps lang po ito, no? Step 1, may i-download lang tayo na blank template. No, yung blank template na yan nandito. You can see here sa link na ito, aka.ms/deped M365 account list template. So yun po yun. Okay? By default, syempre blank siya, so you have to download a copy of it first. So pag na-download nyo na yung copy na yun, and here's what I want you to do. You have to write yung school ID po ninyo, obviously. And then, i-copy and paste nyo po lahat ng O365 account ng mga students, pati yung temporary password nila dito sa spreadsheet or sa template na din-download ninyo. Okay? And of course, add yung necessary details na nila, like yung first name, yung last name, yung learner ID, and yung grade level nila. Okay? From what we know, is meron na po tayong data na ganito. No, it was given by the central office even before, no? So nung binaba po nila yung account sa mga schools, most likely nasa ganitong format po na spreadsheet iyon na meron kayong O365 email, may password, tapos yung biodata ng mga bata, di ba? All you have to do is, since yun yung original list from central office, ika-copy natin yung data na yon and ipipaste lang natin sa template na yan. Okay? So, para hindi na kailangan isa-isang i-type. Okay? So, copy and paste lang siya. Ganun kadali. Right? Ngayon, ito yung important. Kailangan po meron tayong personal email ng mga students or ng mga parent or guardian nila. Okay? So, kailangan may laman po ito. And at the same time, kailangan din na yung mobile number is nandirito sa column din na ito. Yung mobile number ng mga bata or ng mga parent or guardian nila. Basically, yung mga katanggap. Okay? Ngayon, bakit kailangan natin ilagay ang personal email and yung mobile number? It is because ito po yung purpose ng automation tool. Okay? So, again, ulitin ko po, no, when you download the template, blanco po kasi talaga yan. No? And ika-copy and paste po natin yung details from the original list na from what we believe is binigay na po ng central office sa mga schools. No? You can correct me if I'm wrong na lang po. No? Pero yun po kasi yung at least yung naging proseso. So, ika-copy and paste lang natin. So, ganoon lang kadali. Copy and paste lang. And of course, ika-copy and paste din natin yung personal email ng mga bata dito. Pati yung mobile number nila. Because yun yung purpose ng automation tool. Basically, ganito gagana yung tool, no? Pag na-fill-upan nyo po ito, right, automatically, yung Microsoft account, pati yung temporary password ng mga bata na nakasulat dito, no, with of course yung name nila, automatically isi-send sa email nila dito along with other instructions and activation links. Susundan na lang nila yung instructions na automatically ibibigay sa kanila ng system, no? So tayo po as a school ICT, and of course yung sa mga teachers din po natin na nanonood, all you have to do is fill up the spreadsheet here with an important details. And of course, kapag na-fill upan natin yan, no? Again, these are 2 steps, di ba? This is step 1. Step 2 is i-upload natin yung spreadsheet sa form na ito. Okay? So this is step 2 na. Okay? So, saan natin ma-access yung form? Again, meron din tayong link na ito. Pero huwag po kayo maglala sa mga viewers po natin and attendees po natin na nandito sa call. Bibigyan po namin kayo ng resources na susundan nyo na lang po after. Okay? So, once na na-upload nyo po yung form na yan, make sure na gamit nyo po yung DepEd email account po ninyo. Meaning yung deped.gov.ph. Hindi po yung may R6. Hindi po yung may ganun. Okay? So, fill in the necessary details. Pili lang kayo ng region tenant, which I think in this case, region 6 po kayo. And then, upload po natin yung spreadsheet natin. Okay? So, once na upload natin, make sure na ilagay din po natin yung school natin. Okay? For better tracking. Okay? And then, click send. So, kapag na-send nyo ito, again, lahat po ng students na nalista nyo dito with their Microsoft account, automatically masisend sa email nila. And mariregister yung mobile number nila na nakasulat dito. Para saan yung registration ng mobile number? Later on, papakita ko. Okay? But then for now, summarize ko lang po, no? So, 2 steps lang yung automation process. The first one is download and fill up. No? Make sure na kompleto po and tama yung details. And then, step 2 is upload. So, if done right, kaya po natin ibigay lahat ng accounts ng students po natin within a day. This is assuming na lahat po ng students itatype na natin agad dito. Which brings us to a question. So baka po may tanong po sila na, Sir Christian, isang beses lang po ba kami pwede mag-upload? Maaari po ba kaming anong tawag dito? Mag-upload paulit-ulit? Okay? Actually, ang sagot niyan ay pwede, no? Actually, ang pwede yung gawin ay siguro on this one, siguro mga 50 students muna yung gusto nyong bigyan. I-copy and paste nyo lang yung details, pati yung personal email nila. Tapos, i-send nyo sa form na to, di ba? Tapos, on the next batch, batch 2, ay pwedeng siguro 100 students naman, yung sumunod na 100 students, di ba? Tapos, fill upan nyo lang, same process, then upload. Okay? Ngayon, may follow-up question. Sir, paano kung ganito yung nangyari? Yung first batch ng students na nilagay ko sa form, sa spreadsheet na sinubmit ko, 50 students, di ba? Kinabukasan, meron akong batch 2. Siguro nasa 100 students naman. Pero, doon sa batch 2 na yon, di ba? Accidentally, nasulat ko yung mga students from batch 1 na kopya ko ulit doon sa batch 2. May kaso ba yon kapag sinend ko doon sa form? Technically, wala. No? Technically, walang kaso yon kapag na-resend nyo po ulit. Okay? Kasi kung na-activate na rin naman nila, una sa lahat, then mavo-void na rin naman yung mga emails, yung mga links na yon, di ba? Pero kung hindi pa nila na-activate, no? Di parang nag-send lang sa kanila ulit ng email. Parang na-remind lang sila ulit. No? So, wala rin kaso yun. You can send and send. Pero syempre, we highly advise that you be careful pa rin, di ba? Na kung 10 students po, make sure na wala na rin sila sa sumunod na batches. Okay? Right? Okay. Now, another question. Sir Christian, paano po yung join code na to? Ano yung ibig sabihin ng join code na to? Well, para po yan dito. Okay? Now, I think malapit na po tayo sa third part ng talakayan natin. Third and final part ng orientation po natin. So we highly suggest kasi that that you create a team para po sa paaralan ninyo. Again, 'di ba? Remember if you remember kanina, dalawa yung approach sa teams 'di ba? Either parang we have a team para sa school natin as a whole, yung buong community, buong paaralan, or buong institution. Tapos meron din tayo for yung kanya-kanyang mga advisors and yung mga kanya-kanyang advisory class na niya. Okay? So, we highly suggest kayo po bilang school ICT and siguro bilang school leaders and yung mga school principals po natin, we highly encourage you to create a team for your school for these following reasons. Number one, for better management and mas ma-manage, mas matatrack po natin kung sino yung mga accounts or mga students na nakapag-activate na ng account nila, no? And nakagamit na ng teams nila. Kasi makikita po natin yan sa membership ng team or group na iyon. Diba? And malalaman natin kung sino yung mga hindi pa. So, pwedeng sila yung tutulungan natin and yung ipaprioritize natin. Kasi sila yung mga either siguro hirap to use yung account nila or hindi talaga makapag-activate due to reasons beyond their control na, which is okay. Pero at least, tayo bilang school decision makers, makikita na natin, no? And pangalawang reason is because recently nag-shift na si central office to teams. Lahat po ng support system, lahat ng active communication lines ay lumipat po sa teams. Ibig sabihin nito, if you need support and you need help and you need to raise concerns or you need to reach out to the central office or sa Microsoft Philippines, better po kung meron na po tayong teams in the first place para po kami can communicate directly sa school po ninyo and maybe sa faculties po ninyo, no? Kung lahat po tayo may account na sa Microsoft Teams din. Okay? Kasi kami po sa Microsoft Philippines, again, we will strengthen yung relationship namin sa region po ninyo. We will support you. Mas active po kami sa Microsoft Teams together with si DepEd Central Office. So kung meron po tayong concerns patungkol sa, let's say, sa account creation or password resets, we can communicate via Microsoft Teams na. So doon po mas active yung communication lines po namin. Okay? So, and pangatlo, of course, you can transform, again, yung pangatlo is, yun yung pinakauna kong diniscuss na rin, which is yung Microsoft Teams kasi is more than just a video conferencing tool. You can also use it for school events na rin as a whole, graduation and what have you. Diba? And ang maganda dito is you can do more than just those things. Kung ako yung teacher, you can actually grade yung students, diba? Aside from conducting the classes, you can collaborate on files, on projects, you can use the whiteboard, yung mga ganong features, no? Wag po kayo mag-alala kasi if tatalakayin po natin yung Teams kasi, yung lahat ng functionalities ng Teams and paano siya makakatulong sa teachers and students, baka po abutin tayo ng past 12, no? Which ayaw naman natin, okay? So we can conduct a dedicated time para po talaga sa Teams usage for classroom use. Okay? We can dedicate a separate time for that. And ang maganda dito is kasama na po natin yung mga teachers natin and yung mga students natin. No, kapag nakuha na po nila yung accounts nila. I think that would be the perfect time para po at least kausapin po kayo about yung Microsoft Teams. Pero for today, syempre, may mga ide-demo pa rin ako na aspeto ng Teams na makakatulong po sa atin. No? Like yung Teams Live, Teams Meeting, how to create the team, yung mga ganong essentials po, tatalakayin pa rin naman natin today. Huwag po kayo mag-alala. Okay? So, back to the point. We highly encourage you again to create a team for your students for the reasons I have mentioned. No? And makakatulong po kasi ito in strengthening our relationship. No? Mas masasagot namin kayo, mas makikita namin kayo if you are present sa Microsoft Teams, no? And ang suggestion po namin dito is one school, no? Each school will create their own team, no? So, pupunta lang kayo sa link na ito, teams.microsoft.com. And then on the panel here, click on join or create the team, and then click on yung icon here. And then all you have to do is fill in the necessary details na lang, 'di ba? So kapag na-create nyo na yung team na yon, pupunta kayo sa settings, sa join code, and then lalagay nyo po dito, sa join code dito. Okay? So, let me repeat it again. When you create the team, pupunta po tayo sa settings, and then kukunin natin yung join code, and then ika-copy natin dito. So, makakatulong to in instructing our students to join yung school po ninyo using the code that is generated here. Huwag po kayo. So, makakatulong to in instructing our students to join yung school po ninyo using the code that is generated here. Huwag po kayo maglala kasi ito po ay auto-generated na. Hindi po to itinatype. Okay? All you have to do is copy and then upload doon sa spreadsheet before sending it sa form. Okay? Malinaw naman, no? So, to summarize, ito, just download this, fill up the details, diba? Personal email, kailangan meron yan. Mobile number, kailangan meron yan. Join code, you can access it by creating the teams first. And then, once you're complete, i-upload po natin sa form na ito. And then, we will just tell our students na, may sinend kami na email sa inyo or meron kayo dapat matatanggap na email account. Sundan nyo na lang po yung mga instructions doon. Okay? So, some suggestions. Kung gagawa po kayo ng iisang team, pwedeng ganito yung pangalan, school ID _ school name. Tapos, if gagawa kayo ng per grade level naman, pwedeng school ID _ school name, tapos grade level dito. Okay? Depende po kasi sa inyo kung paano nyo gustong gawin. Pwede pa kayong gumawa ng isang team per grade level na nandun lahat ng grade 1 students, tapos yung isa naman yung grade 2 students, so on and so forth. No? Kasi again, at the end of the day, hindi naman siya formal. And para lang kayong gumawa ng Facebook group. Okay? Ito, note sa ibaba, advisors are also encouraged to create a team for their own class. So para po yan sa mga advisors po natin na gustong gumawa ng team para sa advisory class nila for better management. You can create a team for your own. Okay? And total, andito naman na tayo sa usapan natin. No? I think this is the third part na discussion natin. Huwag po kayo mag-alala. Ayan. Nandito na po tayo sa third part ng discussion natin. Since we are onto teams na, we can transform it into a digital hub. No? Baka lang po hindi nyo nare-realize na you can do a lot of things. You can collaborate on files, you can conduct virtual events, yun nga, graduation, parent-teacher conference, baka meron kayong online sports fest, di ba? Malay nyo, di ba? Na remotely. Tapos covered yung inter-school competition, di ba? Using Microsoft Teams na may malaking audience. Pwede yon. Tapos you can gather responses. Pwede kayo magpa-survey, pwede kayo magpa-exams and everything. And then most of all, syempre, you can communicate with each other. So yun naman talaga yung goal natin. Okay? Now, this is the other good news. Okay? So dami kong pa-good news sa atin today. Meron po kaming mga ipamimigay na jacket sa mga schools. Okay? Bibigay po namin sa inyo yan. Pero of course, may mechanics po talaga tayo dito, no? Meron kaming, it's more of a prize, no? Rather than a incentive muna for now. So, ang iniisip po namin is meron po kaming campaign centered around this, and ito po yung campaign na yan. Pero basically, bibigyan po namin kayo ng jacket if you follow this. But, But before that, papakita ko muna siguro kung ano yung magiging itsura ng ito yung sa perspective po ng mga students. Hold on. I will drink some water. Ayan. Dahil napakainit po. Ayan. Okay. So, I will explain to you kung ano yung perspective ng students naman. No? Ano yung makikita nila when they receive the accounts na po nila. Remember when we submit the form, nakalagay po din yung personal email nila, di ba? Sa personal email nila, kapag binuksan nila, and when you tell them to open their email accounts and yung personal email accounts nila, ito yung matatanggap nila. So for example, ito, hello George Potter. We are pleased to share with you your O365 account details, username, ito yung username, yung password, and then yung mga instructions as follows. Napakadali na lang yan, no? Pati yung join code nga dito kasama na eh. Yung join code pa na gagamitin nila para sa Teams, dyan na nila makukuha. Okay? And then all they have to do is kapag kinlik nila yung activation ng account nila, susundan lang nila yung steps na to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yung sign in, enter password, update password, new password, and then proceed. Okay? Ngayon, paano naman kung mobile number? Diba? Paano kung mobile number lang yung nakalagay sa spreadsheet? So, ganito po yung instructions, no? All you have to do is bigay po sa kanila yung link na ito, aka.ms/sspr, no? Tapos, once na pumunta sila sa link na yan, susundan po nila yung steps na ito. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yan, yung naka-label po na yan. Okay? So, lalagay lang nila yung O365 account nila, lagay nila yung registered phone number, tapos may masisend sa kanila na 6-digit code. Parang ito yung verification process lang. Okay? And then, isa-set nila yung bagong password nila and then they can proceed. Now, take note. Pag sinabi po na enter your registered phone number, ito po yung ibig sabihin yan. If maglalagay po tayo ng mobile number dito, yun po yung mare-register sa system. Okay? So let's say nagpalit ng number yung student or yung parent niya, 'di ba? All you have to do is resubmit yung data niya dito, 'di ba? Para ma-register yung phone number niya. Okay? So basta ang importante is yun po yung gagamitin. Okay? Then set password and then proceed. Now, if you'd notice, ang proseso rin na ito is for resetting yung password po ng mga estudyante. Assuming na na-activate na rin nila before, no? If they want to reset their password, all you have to do is follow these 5 steps ulit. Diba? Makukuha nila yan sa link na yan. Actually, itong slide po na ito, pwede nyo po itong i-present sa mga students po natin and parang sabihin sa kanila na, kapag magre-reset kayo ng password, sundan nyo lang tong slide na ito. Okay? Okay? Ayan. So, and then you can do this all over again. Pwede nilang gamitin ito to reset their passwords over and over again. Diba? So, kung kailangan nila mag-reset in the future, all you have to do is follow these steps. And then, kung nagpalit sila ng number again, resubmit lang natin sa form para ma-register yung phone number. Okay? So, ganun lang kadali. So, hopefully this will lessen yung pag-escalate or yung pagpapareset ng mga students sa mga ITOs po natin. Ano? Siguro pwera na lang kung even after resetting, hindi pa rin talaga pumapasok, then kailangan natin i-escalate. Pero by default and by majority case, dapat hindi naman siguro mangyayari ito na i-escalate pa sa inyo. No? Assuming na they follow the process and under the same conditions din naman. Okay? Okay. To summarize, sorry, natutuyo po kasi yung bibig ko. Okay. So to summarize, ito po yun. Okay? Yun. Una, for our school ICT, di ba? All you have to do is download the spreadsheet and template and fill in the details. Okay? And then, di ba, we have to create the team for your school. Okay? And then, yung join code na yon ilalagay natin sa spreadsheet before we submit doon sa form. So, basically, yun yung automation tool. And then, yung automation tool na yon will automatically send yung Microsoft accounts nila doon sa personal email that were provided to them. Okay? Kung ako naman yung student, all you have to do is wait for yung announcement po ninyo. Hihintayin po nila yung announcement ng mga schools kasi alam po namin na iba-iba naman yung timeline po ninyo. So, okay lang. They'll just wait for your announcement na lang po. Okay? But then they can use these links. They can activate the accounts nila using teams@microsoft.com. For graduating students, pwede nilang gamitin yung linkedin.com. Diba? Tapos, pwede silang mag-download ng O365 account nila using office.com. Remember? And then yung download Minecraft for Education, you can access it using this link. Okay, so again, huwag po kayo mag-alala kasi ibibigay ko po lahat ng lahat ng information na ito sa inyo. Ora mismo after ng discussion na ito. So I hope na you stay with me first before I send with you yung presentation na po na ito. Okay? Now, before I proceed with yung final part, no? If you have further questions, feel free to connect with me, no? Pwede niyo po akong hanapin anywhere. Ipo-project ko po muna dito yung details ko, no? For this one, pwede nyo pong i-type to sa Microsoft Teams kung meron po kayo mga katanungan and kung meron po kayo mga request po sa akin na you can search me here and you can find my name, you know, anywhere else. Feel free to reach out to me anywhere, no, kung may mga katanungan po kayo. And kung may mga suggestions din po kayo, no, may mga request po kayo in the future na learning sessions na gusto niyo pong suportahan namin ng buong puso, feel free to sabihin niyo lang po sa akin. Okay, ako po bahala sa inyo and sa buong region po ninyo. Okay, huwag po kayo mag-alala dyan. Okay, so I'm gonna lalagay ko muna dito for 5 seconds para lang masave po ninyo yung emails. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So, huwag po kayo maglala. Bibigay ko naman yung details na yan after. Okay. So, before we go into the demo, mamaya sa Microsoft Teams, actually, sige, i-demo ko na lang muna. Mas maganda kung i-demo ko na lang muna. Do we have time? Yes, I think we have time. Okay. So, habang niloload ko po yung screen ko, meron po ba tayong mga katanungan? Meron po ba tayong mga katanungan or mga violent reactions? Meron po bang nagdadabog na ng lamesa dyan? Hopefully wala naman. Yeah, wala naman. Okay. Let me share yung screen ko po ulit, ano? At bubuksan natin yung okay, let me see. Ayan. Okay. Hintay lang po natin load. Ayan. So, Sir Noel, maaari ko po bang tanungin kung nakakapag-share na po ako ng aking screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right. Huwag po kayo maglala kasi patapos na rin po tayo sa discussion natin. Ito na po yung demo and then on to the last part and then we're okay. Okay? So, para pumunta tayo sa Teams, no? All you have to do is type in teams.microsoft.com. Okay? Pero huwag po kayo mag-alala kasi bibigay ko din naman yung link na yan. Okay? So, yan. Habang naglo-load yan, ipapakita ko lang po siguro yung account list template. Ayan. Kita nyo po ba? Ayan. So, yung account list template po, di ba may link ako na binigay sa inyo na doon yung makukuha yung template. When you click on that link, no, ito yung makikita ninyo. So, ida-download nyo to by clicking on File. Let's see. Clicking on File. Ang tagal mag-load ba? Ayan. Then, click on Save As. So, masisave siya sa laptop ninyo or sa devices ninyo. Again, hindi nyo po may edit siya directly dito kasi download lang ang pwede. No? Pero, you have to edit it sa laptop na po ninyo. Okay? So, ganito po yon. Again, school ID. Tapos, lagay nyo po yung Microsoft account ng mga bata dito, pati yung temporary password nila. No? Yung first name and last name nila, lagay po natin dito. Yung learner ID. Okay? And then yung grade level. Okay? Now, important po para gumana yung automation tool, again, is to use yung personal email po ng mga bata or ng mga or ng mga parents nila, rather. Okay? Tapos yung mobile number, make sure that meron po silang mobile number din. Okay? Ngayon, yung join code na ito, para natin makukuha dito sa Teams later on, di-demo ko. Pero let's say, for now, nakompleto po natin yan. All you have to do is submit it dito sa form na ito. Okay? Huwag po kayo maglala kasi meron din kayong instructions dito na babasahin. no? Natutulungan kayo. Ayan. So, make sure na gamit po natin yung DepEd account po natin, yung deped.gov.ph, and hindi po yung may R6. Okay? So, from here, pipiliin lang natin yung tenant. Let's say in this case, either R61 or R62. No? Tapos, upload natin yung spreadsheet natin. Diba? Tapos, ilalagay po natin yung school name natin. Okay? And again, you can upload as many as you can, 'di ba? So pwede niyo actually gawin ito na per batch, 'di ba? Tapos kapag na-fill up niyo yan, every time na-fill up niyo yan with a group of students, i-upload niyo lang dito every now and then. Wala pong kaso 'yon. Okay? Right. So, paano yung join code na ito? Turuan ko po kayo kung paano gumawa muna ng Teams and ano yung mga essential na parts niya. So, hopefully nag-load na siya. Ayan. Ayan, habang naglo-load po, kung may mga katanungan po tayo, kindly comment down dun po sa ating Q&A and hopefully masagot po naman yung mga katanungan po ninyo. Okay? Ayan. Naglo-load lang po, ano? So, pupusensya nyo na po yung internet ko kasi mukhang mas mabilis po yung internet nyo sa akin at kaya po naglo-load lang. Okay? Ayan. So, hopefully mag-cooperate na si Microsoft Teams. Let's go. Let's go. Ayan. Siguro po para hindi po tayo tahimik, baka pwede pong kumanta ang isa sa ating mga butihing IT officers. Pero biro lang. Ayan, nag-load na pala. Ayan. So, ito po yung ano, when we go to Microsoft Teams, 'di ba? Ito yung bubulaga sa atin, 'di ba? All you have to do is we can join or create the team here. Right? Or we can join pero later on. So, ang Teams kasi parang Facebook 'yan, 'di ba? We have the activity or parang ito yung notifications natin. Okay? Meron tayong chat dito. Can you look at yung pinaka-left natin? Yung chat po natin, ito pa yung mga private messages na natin. Okay? Kung sa Facebook, meron tayo mga private message, meron din sa Teams. Okay? And then yung Teams icon here, ito naman yung groups natin. Parang yan yung Facebook groups that we belong to. So when we click on that, makikita natin lahat ng groups or teams that we are a member of. So yung sinasuggest po namin sa school is that you create a school for your own, no? As you create a team for your own school. So, click on join or create the team here. 'Di ba? Tapos, ayan, click on create the team. Kung ako po yung student, mag-join na lang ako using the join code. 'Di ba? Ang galing, no? Lahat nandyan na. Pero for demo purposes, gawa muna tayo ng team, ha? Okay. Sana mag-cooperate yung internet. Ayan. Hintayin na natin siya mag-load. Ayan. So when we select create a team type, no, we can select either a class. Kung advisor po tayo, tapos gagawa tayo ng team para sa advisory class natin, I suggest na gamitin po natin yung class. Andito naman po yung purpose niyan discussions, group projects, assignments, di ba? Pero kung iisang buong ano po tayo, iisang paaralan tayo, we can select on staff or yung others. In this case, others, kasi halo-halo naman po talaga. Okay? And then, hintayin lang po natin. Siguro team name, pwedeng siguro Manila. Ayan, naglo-load kasi siya. Yeah, kasi nag-live stream po ako and at the same time, nag-internet. Kaya po, medyo gapang. Manila Elementary School. Yan. Okay. Tapos, click on next. Okay. Pag na-click nyo po yung next na yan, you can set it to public para anyone can join. Tapos, click on next, no? It will ask you to add a member. So, skip po muna natin yun. Okay. So, dahil matagal ang internet, hindi muna natin ipo-proceed. Let's go with something na nagawa ko na po. Okay? So ganoon lang yung proseso sa paggawa ng team para sa school ninyo. Napakadali lang, di ba? So let's say tapos na. Okay. Ito, Manila Elementary School. Click on that. Kuwari, ito yung nagawa natin. Tapos, ganito po natin i-join yung school natin, ha? Ayan. So, basically, ito yung magiging itsura ng teams natin, no? And then, we can create a channel. Depende po sa kung ano yung mga subgroups na gusto natin. Which in this case, ito, ang ginawa ko, gumawa ko ng subgroup for faculty, meron din for students, no? Depende po sa inyo yon. Pwede kayong gumawa for, yun nga, sports division, meron kayo for the accounting department, meron kayo for the registrar's office. Depende po sa inyo yon. Okay? Meron po kayo for just the, yung school principal and yung mga other heads or stakeholders ng school. Pwede rin yun. Okay? So, all you have to do is click on this one. Click on options. Click on Manage Team. Okay? Pasensya na po at medyo gapang lang ang internet, no? Yan. And then, click on Settings. Okay? When you click on Settings, okay, click on the team code here. And automatically, mag-generate siya dito. Okay? Right? And then, yun yung ika-copy natin and ipipaste natin sa join code dito. So, ulitin ko ha. Again, pag meron na kayong team, go to yung ellipses here. Click on Manage Team. Right? And then click on Settings. Okay? When you click on Settings, click on Team Code and then copy this. And then ito yung ilalagay nyo sa join code dito. Okay? And then once na kompleto nyo yung details na yan along with the other details, pwede nyo na siyang isubmit dito. Malinaw? And then you can also do a lot of things here sa total nasa Teams na kayo, di ba? You can post announcements. Let's see here. Huwag po kayo mag-alala kasi magko-conduct po ako ng mas dedicated na talakayan para po sa mga teachers natin and sa mga students natin, no? On how they can use Teams for their classroom. And may bibigay din po ako na resource video for that. So you can post a conversation here. Diba? Yan. Pwede kayo mag-type dito. Hello. Yan. Magandang araw sa lahat. Okay? You can also monitor yung mga files nyo dito. Pwede kayo mag-upload ng mga files nyo dito. Okay? Ngayon, na maganda dito is pwede tayo mag-conduct ng virtual events. Okay? So, hintayin ko lang mag-load itong calendar. Punta lang tayo sa calendar natin dito and we will create an online event. Okay? So, ayan. So, yung online event po natin, we can create either a Teams meeting or a live event. Yan. Okay? Teams meeting or a live event. So, ang i-demo ko po yung live event, no? Kasi yung Teams meeting, I think we're all aware yung standard meeting na yon. Okay. So, ganito po yun. Pag nagsiset po tayo ng event, let's say for example, ito, Manila Elementary School virtual graduation. Diba? So, merong isang producer. Ang producer, siya po yung nagpapalit ng screen ng mga siya po yung nagpapalit ng screen ng mga speakers, ng mga presentation. So, siya po yung parang kasama ng director, kumbaga. And then, we can invite presenters. Presenters po siguro yung isa sa mga either magde-deliver ng speech or magde-deliver ng any messages para sa siguro sa mga students natin, di ba? So, in this case, pwede siguro si Sir Noel. Ayan, Noel Narida. Ayan, so pwede siya maging presenter. Pwede mo rin siyang gawing producer. No? Pero in this case, pwede presenter na lang po muna siya. Tapos, set lang natin kung kailan yung virtual graduation natin. So, siguro next week, Friday. Diba? Siguro 12 to siguro 2 o'clock. Okay? Tapos, next. Ayan. Tapos, ito na. Kapag gagawa po tayo ng public event, which means pwedeng i-view kahit sino man na hindi na kailangan nila mag-sign in. Ayan. All you have to do is click on this one, click on this link, and then click on this one, click on the public para lahat open to anyone yung event na ito. So kung iba-iba yung email na gamit nila, pwede natin gamitin yung public. Okay? I-enable natin yung Q&A para nakakapag-Q&A yung mga tao o yung mga parents, no? And then click on schedule. Okay? So once na na-click natin yung schedule, okay? Right? So once na na-click natin yung schedule, generate na yung live event. And then punta tayo sa June 25. So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah. Ayan. So June 25, ito yung attendee link. So ika-copy natin yan. Okay. So itong attendee link para po to sa mga viewers natin, no? Regardless of meron ba silang OF365 account to access yung account nila or yung Teams nila or not, bigay natin yung link na yan para they can view. Etong join na to, para po to sa mga presenters and producers, para po sa nasa backstage organizing team, parang gano'n. Okay? So yan, kompleto na tayo. Join na live event, invite nyo na lang yung, promote nyo na lang yung event sa mga parents, sa mga teachers, di ba? Up to 20,000 yan. So pwedeng manood yung mga magulang ng mga magulang nila, pati yung mga lola na mga lola nila. Alright? So, yun ang maganda. Okay? You can also conduct a Teams meeting din, no? Schedule tayo ng isang meeting. Okay? So, pag nagsischedule po tayo ng meeting, and this is the final demo na po, no? Pag nagsischedule tayo ng meeting, you can add the title here, no? Required attendees, yung date, di ba? Pwede kayo magpa-register, require registration. Ayan, for people in your org or for everyone, ibig sabihin lahat kailangan mag-register. And then type in the details. Pwedeng agenda ay nandito. No? So once you're happy, save nyo lang yan and then masiset na siya. Okay? So hindi ko na masyadong i-demo ito because I know that most of you are familiar with this na rin naman. Okay? So, yon essentially yung essential features ng Microsoft Teams, no? If you're having trouble navigating, ito po yung ulit. We have the activity here on the left-hand side. Tapos we have the private chat. Tapos we have the Teams. Yung calendar, yung assignments, hindi po muna natin talakayan for now. And then yung other apps. Okay? Now, I'm gonna stop my presentation here muna. At naglalag po ang aking screen. Okay. So, on to the final last 5 to 10 minutes po ng aking talakayan. Okay? Alright. So, ayun. Let me share my screen one last time kasi po I know na medyo na-extend tayo ng time po, no? Ayan. PowerPoint slideshow. Okay. So, ito po, take note of this po, no? Ito po yung final part ng talakayan natin. Okay. So, meron po kasi kaming campaign, right? And if you remember, na-mention ko po na mamimigay po kami ng mga jackets, pero meron po kasi kayo mga susundan na instructions po muna, no? Para mabigyan namin kayo ng jackets and other incentives sa school po ninyo. No? So, meron po kasi kaming campaign. We want you to be able to share your story sa buong mundo. No? Yes po? I think may... Ayan. Kala ko po may question. Yan. So, we want to be able to have you share yung story po ninyo sa buong mundo. And ako po kasi from Asia Pacific din po ako mismo. So, currently ngayon, tinitignan po tayo ng Department of Education and of course ng Microsoft Asia Pacific. No? So, ito po yung campaign natin. We call this the One Team, One Nation. Okay? So, basically, just to give some context po, and this is the very important part. Given yung current environment natin ngayon, no, na nasa remote learning po tayo and everything, and nasa, nasa period tayo na nagta-transition tayo, no, from hybrid learning to completely remote, tapos back and forth, diba? Basically, nag-a-adjust tayo talaga, no? Because of the pandemic. And in the future, most likely, meron tayong permanent na adjustment for this, no? Hindi naman tayo fully magiging face-to-face right away, but of course, long-term, meron mga mag-iiba sa landscape ng education natin. Okay? So, and on top of that, no, syempre, paparating na rin yung mga election. Okay? So, magkakaroon ng bagong leadership, not just on the country, but of course, yung mga departments din. Yung Department of Education, and then of course, yung sa Microsoft Philippines din. We are gearing towards new leadership then and new visions, no? So, as early as now, we want to be able to hear yung stories po ng bawat school. Naintindihan? So, here's what you can do. Kayo po bilang school ICT or advisor or teachers po ng school, or maybe students, pwede rin po, no? Ito po yung gagawin ninyo. Each of you, you can post a photo on Facebook using the gallery mode. Ito po ay kapag ano, no, meron na po kayong Microsoft Teams para sa school niyo. Yun po yung main requirement muna or prerequisite, no? So, create or post a photo on Facebook using yung gallery mode po ninyo sa Microsoft Teams meeting, or siguro any proof or any screenshot that you are using Microsoft Teams siguro and conducting yung mga online classes po ninyo. And then yung sa iba naman in using yung tawag dito, using Teams to conduct yung mga school events po ninyo. So, post po ninyo yun sa Facebook. Okay? Now, on the Facebook post, ipakilala nyo po yung school name ninyo. Kunwari, hi, my name is Christian Katahan from Manila Elementary School. Ako po yung school ICT coordinator ng paaralan namin. And ito po yung current na learning modality namin. So, ikikwento nyo lang po kung ano yung current na environment po ng school ninyo. No? Yung current learning modality, kung remote learning ba kayo ngayon, hybrid learning, face-to-face, or and then explain kung bakit. Siguro ikwento nyo lang po ng onte, no? Yung current environment po ninyo. Tapos, and tell us how you think yung Teams and yung other Office 365 can help your school in the future. No? Again, we're not saying na this is helping you right now because syempre ngayon pala natin makukuha yung account natin. Pero how you think it will help and improve yung learning po natin in the future. How you want it to transform. Bakit? Because etong stories na ito, the more the more entries that you send, the more na makikita po namin yan, i-collect po namin yan ng Microsoft Office and ng DepEd Central Office. Para malaman po namin kung ano yung support and incentive na ibibigay po namin sa school and sa division and sa region po ninyo. Okay? So, yung pa-prizes naman namin, iba pa yon. So, yung pa-prizes namin dun sa mga jackets, dun sa may pinaka, magandang stories na may ikwento and magandang suggestions sa paano tingin nila matutulungan sila ng Microsoft Teams sa pag-aaral ng mga students nila, di ba? May mga pa-prizes kami na jacket sa school ninyo. Huwag po kayong mag-alala, no? Pero for now, tell us yung story po muna ng school ninyo. Okay? And use the hashtag MS1Team1Nation and yung MS1Team1Nation yung school name po ninyo. So, yung itong second hashtag, depende po to sa kung anong gusto nyong school name, hashtag na para sa sarili ninyo. Not necessarily ito mismo, no? Pero as long as yung first hashtag ay ito, no? Ay para makita namin yung hashtags na yun. At itag nyo po kami, yung Microsoft Philippines, yung Microsoft Education, and pwede nyo rin po actually ako itag, no, para lang ma-monitor namin. And make sure that you make your post public. Okay? Para po makita ng Microsoft Philippines and ng Department of Education. Okay? So again, these are just to tell us yung stories po ninyo. This is in preparation for the new leadership, di ba? Of course, and para malaman namin kung anong support ang gusto na bibigay po namin sa inyo po. This is just a very small campaign lang din to help. Bilang tulong na rin po namin ng Microsoft sa inyo. Okay? Now, question, can you post as many as you can? Actually, we encourage you to post as many stories as you can. Hindi yung paulit-ulit, na paulit-ulit na photos, no? Pwede siyang, yung school ICT magpo-post ng story, tapos may yung mga advisors and yung mga teachers nila, may sarili silang story no? Patungkol sa paano nila ginagawa yung work nila every day or paano nila tinuturuan yung mga students nila every day using yung Microsoft Teams and yung other modalities, 'di ba? Doesn't have to be necessary yung Microsoft apps kung wala pa naman, no? Pero make sure that ginagamit niyo po muna yung Teams para lang malaman namin at least na yun yung direction po kasi natin, no? Yun po muna yung prerequisite. Make sure that may access po muna kayo sa Microsoft Teams and then screenshot nyo lang po yun, no? Na either you're using it to create a document, di ba? Tapos ano po yung story behind it and everything. Okay? So parang ganyan, just like this. Yeah. Remember, you can submit as many stories as you can. The more entries, the more chances for jackets and other incentives, and at the same time, for the common good na rin, no? Aside from yung mga jackets na naibibigay and yung mga other prizes, in the future, malalaman namin na ito yung needed support po ng school ninyo. Okay? Don't forget yung hashtag na ito. Yan, parang ginawa ko. Ito yung sample post na ginawa ko, no? Magandang araw po from Manila Elementary School. Ang aming school ay nasa Metro Manila City. Meron 5,000 students nakasalukuyang enrolled. Pwede nyo po gawing medyo mas personal pa kaysa dito, no? In the future, we hope na makatulong po ang O365 apps and Microsoft Teams sa pag-conduct namin ng remote learning. Also, we hope na ang platform tulad ng Teams ay makatulong sa pag-conduct namin ng virtual graduation. Mga ganun examples. Okay? Because makikita namin both ng DepEd Central Office and ng Microsoft Philippines na ito yung mga needed na maybe support po sa inyo, no? Pero at the same time, para malaman namin that yung Microsoft Office po is put into good use. Okay? So again, feel free to use the hashtag and of course you can tag us para makita namin the more entries, the more. Kaya po sinama ko yung mga teachers dito para they can post on their own. Feel free to just post as many as you can. Okay? So, yun po muna. And huwag po kayong mag-alala kasi bibigay ko po yung presentation na po to sa inyo so that you can follow. Okay? Ayan. So, on that said, again, hopefully nakatulong po yung presentation na ito, no? So alam ko po na medyo nag-extend po tayo, I think, ano. Let me revert back to si Sir Noel and of course yung mga IT officers po natin dito dahil alam ko magla-lunch na rin for maybe some parting messages po para po sa ating mga viewers po if any. Ano? So again, maraming salamat po and I hope that you've learned a lot, no? Sige po. Sir Noel, if you're here, yun po.
Yes po. Thank you, Sir Christian. Sir Leo?
Yan. Thank you very much, Sir Christian, for that very very clear explanation. I hope our SDO IT officers was able to get the instructions, no, on how they're going to create their account, no, for the students. Now let's proceed now to the question and answer, Sir Christian. There are some queries, actually a lot of queries posted in our question and answer chat box. But actually, Sir Noel has selected some of the most important queries coming from our participants. Sir Christian, I hope you still have time to answer this. Sir,
definitely
okay
po. Pero can I apologize po muna? Can I apologize po kasi I know that meron po tayong dedicated time and medyo nag-extend po tayo. Baka lang po na over-explain ko yung mga talakayan. Pasensya na po doon. But rest assured na kompleto po yun. After ng talakayan na to, bibigay ko po yung mga resources para you can follow it on your own. So again, sorry po dahil medyo nag-extend tayo. But I'm free to answer. I'm here for you.
Okay, sige. Thank you very much, Sir Christian. So ito po yung unang question. Sir, ano pong password ang ilalagay sa template? Ang temporary password po ba o ang new password na activate na ni teacher?
Ito po yung temporary password that is given by default kapag binaba po yung kapag binaba ng central office yung mga accounts po ng learners. So usually kasama niya, di ba? Parang M365 tapos yung temporary password. So yun po yung nakasulat doon sa email. Yes po.
Okay, sige po. So another question, sir, can we have the same contact number and personal email for all the accounts to be activated for us to easily monitor the accounts like they have forgotten their password and account, we can easily recover it. Will MS ban the personal email and the contact number? Sir Christian.
Well, ang purpose po kasi ng paglalagay ng personal email is para po yung mga students na mismo yung well, in a way, no, sila na rin yung mag-aasikaso ng account nila, no? Kaya po may mga provided instructions na. Pero it's okay kung if you take it a point na siguro lang, kumari gusto nyo na pwedeng yung advisor na lang siguro yung mag-activate, then should be fine. Yung email po siguro ng advisor, pwede nyo isulat doon, tapos siguro doon magsisend. Pero it will defeat the purpose of, yun nga po, the automation. Kasi parang might as well na kayo rin po manually, kasi ibibigay nyo rin po manually, di ba, yung mga isa-isa yung mga accounts as compared to yung sa kanila na directly. Pero again, wala pong kaso yun. Pero as long as hindi po mag-duplicate yung mobile number. No? So kung kunwari gusto nyo po na isa lang yung magpa-process, pero pwede nyo gawin siguro yung email lang po yung may laman, tapos yung email ng siguro advisor kung sino man yung appointed na personnel po that would handle that po.
Sige po. Thank you very much, sir. Another, what's the exact minimum internet speed requirement for MS Teams, both live and meeting?
Actually, in terms of yung minimum speed, nag-vary po kasi yan so hindi ko po siya masasagot per se. Pero what I can answer is, with all honesty, compared to yung other video conferencing platforms that you are familiar with, yung mga Zoom, Google Meet, medyo may mas mabigat lang po ng onti si Microsoft Teams. Pero for good reason naman, because as mentioned, hindi naman po kasi video conferencing tool lang si Microsoft Teams. I think you're aware of that na rin naman, di ba? So kaya may onting demand lang siya sa internet. So ang pwede natin maging basis na lang for that in measuring is think of it as yung requirement po ninyo in using sa Zoom or Google Meet, pero a little bit more higher than that. Parang ganun. Pero huwag po kayo mag-alala kasi if you need a more comfortable use ng Microsoft Teams nang hindi na nauubos yung bandwidth, you can access Microsoft Teams using the web browser na lang instead of the app para at least mas mababa na onti yung internet na kinakain niya. Okay, I hope that's a fair answer. Pero kasi I can't quantify ko ano exactly yung minimum na bandwidth niya.
Sige po. Noted po, Sir Christian. So we have another question from RD Ramir Oitico, our regional director. So ito po yung question niya. Good morning, sir. Is the app applicable to all brand and model of cell phone or tablet?
Well, it should be unless of course na yung mga phones na yan ay talagang nasa mid 2010 model na or yung mga below, no? Pero otherwise dapat yung mga recent gadgets ngayon should be able to run Microsoft Teams na no? Ang exception lang po yan is kapag we are conducting meetings of a large scale o kaya Teams live event. Kaya po isa sa mga ITOs po actually natin na hindi po hindi po makapag-present, no? Kasi I think kung phone po ang gamit, kaya naman actually mag-join sa Teams, no? Pero in terms of yung presenting, maybe joining the call then as one of the presenters, baka po mahirapan, no? So we highly suggest kung mga Teams live events and yung mga large-scale meetings, na gamitin po natin yung mga laptops din natin. Pero by default, yung mga recent models po ng phones up to siguro yung mga early 2020s, mga ganon, mga 2011, 2012 models, I think they can still support yung mga ganong phones. Opo.
Leo, saan ang galing yung question
Yes, sir, RD.
I did not ask that question.
Uy, sabi ni Sir Noel, na-message siya, the last of questions, yan.
Hello po, Sir Ramir, and magandang umaga po.
I did not ask that question, Christian. Paano?
Diba? I'm not sure. Taga-sagot lang po ako.
Okay.
Noel?
Baka po one of the,
miscommunication lang, RD. Parang for the participants po yung galing na question.
Okay. Sige. Last two questions na pala from the participants. Then
Yes.
we will give the floor na to RD. Ayan.
Yes.
Sige po. Ay, ito po, last na question po ito, Sir Christian. What will happen to the data stored in OneDrive in case subscription will end?
Yung in terms of yung sa data po na mas-store sa OneDrive, hindi po siya mas-scrap off. I'm not entirely sure kung ano yung guidelines nila doon, pero I can send some notes po to answer yung question po na yan, no? As part of yung deck po, kung ano po mangyayari sa OneDrive. Kasi iba-iba po yung behavior niyan no, ng mga apps natin kapag nag-end na yung subscription. So, I'll send it na lang po sa inyo as part of the resources na ibibigay po namin. Maybe after the call po, no?
Okay.
Okay po?
Sige po.
Hopefully that's fair. Yeah.
Po, sir. So far, yun po yung pinadala or pressing questions or concerns po ng ating mga IT officers from the Schools Division Office.
Yes,
so unless we have some more clarifications from our IT officers. Meron pa ba?
I think wala naman.
Okay. So I think everybody is clarified naman, Sir Christian.
Yes.
Thank you for that. And
Yes.
now, let's have the time with our beloved Regional Director, Sir Ramir Oitico, to give us his challenge. Sir RD?
Okay na. Good morning. Good noon na everyone.
Good noon, sir.
Sana yung nakita ba yung video ko?
Yes.
Parang hindi ko pa nakikita, sir.
Sir Noel po, Sir Noel, if we can spotlight po si si Dr. Ramir.
Yes, Christian. Sir, can you open your camera, sir?
Okay na, Sir Noel.
Open na. Ano ba to, Noel? ICT activity tapos napalpak.
Again, we would like to thank you, Sir Christian, for sparing your time with us here in Region 6. I hope with this activity, we can fully integrate now MS Teams inside the classroom. I think our students are very much excited for this. First time siguro makagamit na ng MS Teams or na platform yung ating mga students. Kasi sa ngayon sa parang mga Google Meet yung mga palaging ginagamit ng mga teachers natin when they do online classes. So at least we have now these MS Teams as suggested, as prescribed by DepEd Central. Maraming salamat, Sir Christian, for this. Yan. So,
Yes, maraming salamat.
Sir RD?
Wait, sir.
Parang pinag-fix pa yata, Sir Noel. Okay, can we have last question, Sir Christian, while Sir Noel is fixing the laptop of Sir RD. So meron po dito kanina na may nabasa ako from one of our participants na paano po daw ma-migrate yung mga resources sa Google Classroom papunta sa MS Teams. Is there a way, Sir Christian?
I'm not really sure po kung meron kaming tool to support that. Baka po kasi kailangan talagang i-manually siya i-transfer unless of course na meron po kaming tool din na masasabi na that you can use para madalian nyo na pong bibigay or ita-transfer doon sa teams po na gagawin ninyo, no? Pero siguro for safe, just to be safe, we can establish the teams po muna and just move the files per cluster na lang para hindi rin po kayo mabigla, no? Just move it slowly na lang din po. Unless until such time na lang po na merong tool that can help you automate po. Pero for now, wala pa po kung time. Yeah.
Okay. Sige, noted, Sir Christian. And now let's have the word of challenge from our regional director, Dr. Ramir B. Oitico. Sir Ram, the floor is yours, sir.
Is my video and audio okay, Leo? Yeah, this is now lunchtime, and si Noel talaga. I'll talk to you later, Noel. Bakit nangyari? And of course, we have our very accommodating resource speaker, Christian. I sincerely thank the Microsoft because, of course, represented by Christian for the very detailed discussion. And I am glad with this development because this is the call of the time. While we at the Department of Education have been disturbed with this present educational situation, Microsoft is here with us to help us put up a system that will somehow make a difference in the educational landscape. We've been emphasizing that we in the regional Office 6, we have been emphasizing that our present scenario, present situation, in no case we settle for less, and that we always dream of really institutionalizing breakthroughs in the department so that all these will somehow lighten the burden. So we don't settle for less, and we continue our journey to produce more champions in DepEd Region 6. The principals who are in attendance now, the ICT coordinators who are responsive today, we are now passing the balls to you because you are right there, you are the frontliners, and I hope all the things that have been shared by Christian will really be of help to all of you as we paint a rainbow in our respective schools. We at the regional level are just taking care of the policies. We direct, we craft policies, but the division and the school levels will eventually implement the policies. So ang policy, ang mga directions na yan would be useless if we have people down the line who are not so responsive, magiging reactive. So when we say responsive, positive yan. But when we say reactive, mareklamo yan. So with these breakthroughs, with this development cascaded from us, shared by us, by Christian, will surely make a difference in our educational landscape in the region. So I hope all of you who have been listening for a couple of hours now will really place all these in your minds, in your hearts. Because after all, like what I really appreciate with the sharing of Christian is that the share your story to the rest of the world. That is now the call of the time. That while we are embracing technology, we just don't limit our exposure, the exposure of our students at the school level. We might as well bring or share the stories, even if you are in the barrio school, even if you are in the far-flung areas. The world deserves to know your stories. And that has been started in the region. We have emphasized our regional mantra that this is where every child is a champion in Region 6. So sharing your stories to the world is creating more champions in Region 6. That is why I'd like also to share to Christian that starting July, we will be having the Innovation Showdown. And I hope our Microsoft would be our partner in this showdown, district, division, regional levels. We will share the innovations of our teachers because we know for a fact that our teachers have been doing a lot of things which they did not do before the pandemic. And now that there is a pandemic, our teachers have been introducing a lot of innovations. Paano na tinuturo ngayon ang spelling? Paano na tinuturo ngayon yung mga square root at cube root na nasa mga bahay-bahay yung mga kabataan natin? If our teachers have been introducing a lot of strategies now during the pandemic, we might as well listen to them. I request the ICT coordinators to assist our teachers as they tell their stories, as they share their innovations to the world, as they share their innovation to the teachers, because this is one way that despite our limitations, this is one way to let our teachers feel na kahit may pandemic, patuloy pa rin yung pag-share ng mga brilliant ideas sa ating mga teachers. And ang bottom line dito, we produce champion learners. So we have a lot of programs in SPED, in iPad, in ALS, na magiging inclusive na yung education natin in Region 6, na kahit yung nahihirapan sa paglakad, yung na-i-enroll natin sa SPED, yung mga iPad natin, yung mga ALS natin. In fact, di ba, yung mga ALS natin may painting ko, buhay ko. We give our ALS learners the chance to earn. Magpipaint sila. And this particular endeavor of Microsoft will be of great help so that the stories of our ALS learners, the stories of our iPad learners, the stories of all the champions in Region 6 will be known to the whole world. So hindi lang ito Region 6, but to the rest of the world. So I sincerely thank Microsoft for this particular endeavor, and I sincerely request, challenge all our ICT officials, coordinators at the school level, at the division level, at the regional level. Noel is leading the group, so I expect Noel to be very proactive, very responsive para pag-isipan natin kung paano natin ma-level up itong ICT natin, itong technology natin, so that we should be different from the rest of the regions. Noel, with the rest of the ICT coordinators, school level, division level, mag-isip na kayo kasi babalikan ko kayo in the coming months with this breakthrough of Microsoft. Paano natin ma-level up yung ICT journey natin, technology journey natin. Basta ang goal natin, let us produce more champions, teachers, principals, learners in Region 6. So yun ang challenge ko sa lahat ng mga participants today. Mag-isip-isip na tayo, ano yung kaibahan sa Region 6 in telling the stories to the rest of the world. Babalikan ko yung grupo nyo, Noel, with the division ICT coordinators, school, na give me a particular angle in this partnership with the help of HRDD, with Susan, with Leo. Pag-isipan nyo, ang challenge ko, ano yung kaibahan sa Region 6, ano yung mga different stories in Region 6 na wala sa ibang regions. Okay? So siguro maganahan kayo niyan ngayon sa lunch nyo kasi china-challenge ko kayo. What is different in Region 6 with this partnership of Microsoft? Okay? Sige, I sincerely thank you, Christian, for the very detailed briefing. And I hope to hear success stories from all the schools in Region 6 as we continue our journey. Marami kaming mga ginagawa, Christian. We will establish the farm schools, the first time in the country. This is DepEd managed farm schools. Meron din tayong first in the country School Heads Academy. Led yan ng HRDD. Sana matulungan nyo kami, Christian, sa Microsoft, paano namin ito ibabalita to the rest of the world na dito lang yan sa Region 6 ang first School Heads Academy, dito lang din yan sa Region 6 ang first DepEd managed farm schools. Okay? Ano na ako, very hyperactive director. Basta with the partnership with the Microsoft, mapaalam natin ito sa buong mundo na dito lang yan sa Region 6. Okay, thank you very much, Christian. And we hope to have some more engagements with Microsoft, with Noel, with the rest of the schools. Wala na itong wala nang pahinga, mga ICT coordinators natin. Iisipin natin anong kaibahan ng mga schools nyo with the rest of the schools, the whole world. Anong kaibahan? So challenge ko yan sa inyo lahat. And the region is always willing to listen to your success stories. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Thank you,
And
RD.
thank you very much, Sir R.D. Ramir. Yan po, very hyperactive yung aming regional director. But of course, that is for the good and betterment of the entire region. And we salute you for that, RD. Sir Noel, narinig mo ba yung challenge? Parang sa'yo talaga yon, Sir Noel. No, you lead the team in making a difference in terms of ICT implementation. Challenge accepted by Division IT Officers. Thumbs up nga kung accepted yung challenge ni RD. Ayan, double thumbs up pa yung iba, Sir RD. So with that affirmation, rest assured, Sir RD, that we will journey with you. Ayan, maraming salamat po ulit, Sir RD, for sparing your time with us. And Sir Noel, what's the next part of our program? I think it's the distribution or the awarding of certificate of recognition, no, to our resource speaker. Ayan, sige, Sir Noel. Please allow me to read the certificate of recognition. The Republic of the Philippines, Department of Education, Region 6, Western Visayas. Certificate of recognition is presented to Christian Alan L. Katahan in grateful acknowledgement of his invaluable time and expertise as resource speaker during the conduct of virtual orientation of school ICT coordinators on the Microsoft 365 learner accounts distribution via MS Teams on June 17, 2021, given the 17th day of June 2021 at Iloilo City, Philippines. Signed, Dr. Ramir B. Oitico, CESO 4 Regional Director. Ayan, congratulations, Sir Christian, and maraming salamat po ulit. Last, any words, Sir Christian?
Well, una sa lahat, maraming salamat po for having me. Actually, na-mention ko rin na this would be the first time na nakausap ko po kayo, yung Region 6 po. But it was sobrang saya, nakataba po ng puso. And tulad po ng sinabi nga rin po ng ating butihin na Regional Director, of course, na sana po tayo, yung mga schools din po natin, not just yung mga divisions po, that you can share yung stories po ninyo, because hindi lang po kasi ako sa Microsoft Philippines, but of course from Asia Pacific. So usually yung mga decisions po na alam niyo po ba, na like for example, yung mga updates tulad ng yung Teams meeting na pinapataas yung mga attendees, mga live events na hanggang 20,000. Yung mga decision po na yon is based from yung mga stories po na nakukuha namin from the Philippines. So kaya po, as early as now, gusto po namin malaman kung ano nga po ba yung current situation ng mga schools po ninyo. So I hope na yung bawat teacher po and yung bawat school ICT po na makakapag-share ng story po nila. Pero obviously, make sure po that you are using Teams din para po since yun po yung we are gearing towards that, no? Pero at the same time, I want to extend my help sa inyo po, no? If may mga katanungan po kayo, you can look me up, you can add me, whatever, you can chat me. Hopefully, masagot ko naman po yung mga katanungan ninyo, no? Pero from here on, I want to strengthen the relationship by going as deep as to getting to know kahit po yung mga schools and yung mga teachers and students po natin. Okay, so huwag po kayong mag-alala kasi this is the first of many. Again, this is not a means to kumbaga bombard you with programs and activities, but this is a way to give you the good news. No, that we're here to help you moving forward, to actually make your life easier, di ba? And we will do more of these for you, no? All for you. Okay? Maraming salamat po ulit and I hope to
Thank you very much, Sir Christian, for that. And looking forward for the fruitful engagements with you in the future. Marami pa po tayong mga time na magkakasama, especially na maraming naisip na gagawin si RD, no, in terms of ICT implementation in partnership, of course, with Microsoft Philippines. Maraming salamat po ulit. And now, flash on your screen, my dear attendees, our division and school ICT coordinators. We have the link to our attendance and end of program evaluation. So kindly click this link. Sir Noel, can we request you to share this link in our chat box? No, para mas madali na lang, no, na mag-click ng ating mga participants. Okay, so thank you very much. So yan, na-share na ba, Sir Noel? And I hope also that our participants was able to get a screenshot of this link. Sige. Next item, Sir Noel. Let's have now the closing message. I think our beloved ARD, Peter Escobarte, is with us. Sir Peter.
Sir Leo, I think ERD is again disconnected. But I think in behalf na lang ni ERD, yes. Sir Leo.
Sige, Sir Noel.
Let me na lang, sir. Close this program na lang. Okay. So in behalf of the regional office, syempre headed by our proactive regional director, Dr. Ramir Barbilan Oitico, CESO 5, and our assistant regional director, ARD Peter Escobarte Jr. I would like to thank you to all ICT coordinators. I think we reached up to 2,500. At it's a good start from the Microsoft, Sir Christian. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation in this workshop, in this orientation on enhancing the distribution or improving the utilization of Microsoft Office 365. So for the questions of everybody, the accounts that is receiving of their password, distribution of the password, please coordinate with your division ITO. Then the division ITO will be report to the regional office for the reset of the password or transfer of the accounts. I think last week the central office is giving us the access to reset that account. Kasi nung dati pa, parang nire-report pa natin sa central office yung mga accounts, but given the opportunity na binigyan na tayo ng central office na accounts, mas madali na i-reset po yung mga accounts from the field. Sir Christian, that is the new update po from the ICTS sa group nila Ma'am Clark. So, thank you so much also to Sir Leo, to Ma'am Susan for joining this event. And thank you very much and keep safe always. Thank you, sir.
Yan. Thank you. Thank you very much, Sir Noel. And of course, as what Ma'am Susan had mentioned, HRDD activities and programs is always with ICT, in partnership with ICT. So kasama mo kami, Sir Noel. Sabi nga ni Sir RD kanina, this innovation na naman, the leveling up of the ICT implementation in the region will be carried out not only by the ICT unit but with the HRDD. So kasama mo kami, Sir Noel, dyan sa mga future engagements and future journey natin. Kasama, of course, with our beloved RD Ramir Oitico. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, that ends our half-day orientation of the school ICT coordinators on the distribution of Microsoft's 365 account to our learners. So madamo gid nga salamat sa inyo nga tanan. Keep safe po tayo palagi. No, good health and God bless everyone. Happy lunch. And of course, may I request you to open your camera for the photo opportunity.
I think for the division ITO lang, sir, yung
division ITO lang. Okay, sorry. We cannot we cannot allow our school ICT to join us, no, kasi nasa ibang sila. Okay, nasa ibang part ng room. Sige po. So again, may I request our division IT officers, kayo po ba nandyan pa kasama namin? So may I request you again to open your camera for our photo opportunity. Yan. Sir Noel, ano na ba? Ano na lang natin sila? I-gallery ba? Ano ba?
Sir Noel, I think wala pong gallery mode dito sa Teams Live.
Wala pa.
Ano ba?
Sorry.
Screenshot lang ako, sir, for ano na lang sa ilalim na lang, sir.
Okay. Sige. So, i-unshare na lang siguro yung screen, sir. Para
Yes po.
ma-project
Para
na lang.
makita po yung buong feed. Tapos on na lang po yung camera din.
Yan. Ayan. Sige. Better.
Ayun.
So again, requesting